All right, guys, welcome back to another episode.
Here we are.
Of what do we call this podcast?
We didn't name it yet.
We didn't name this podcast yet, but welcome to another episode.
I mean, maybe that's a good question, right? Like, what do we call it? Because we're just kind of talking shit about cycling.
Yeah, and it's been a month since our first
Right.
episode.
Yeah.
The holidays and life kind of got in the way of a lot of things. So,
all that shit. Yep.
you know, but we're back. Yeah, how are you guys? Oh, by the way, we have two special guests here. We've got Ian Razon and Jay. What's your last name again? Geronimo. Yo, that's a badass last name.
Geronimo. You can call me
All right. So, Ian. Are we recording? No, yeah.
Yes. You didn't lose your job.
So, Ian and Jason, you know, they've pretty much been riding with us since the beginning, right? Like since our third ride.
Since almost the beginning. Yeah, third riding.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you guys weren't with us at Guelph.
No.
They came after.
Yeah, so it was after that.
Yeah, like we met. How did we meet? Where?
The HTO ride to Burlington. Was it Burlington?
No, so Jay.
Yeah.
So Jay and I met through Amanda Murray, I think, going to Tommy Thompson.
Is that where?
Yes, that was when. Because that was when the one girl when we got to the end of Tommy Thompson, and somebody's tire blew.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
it was
that was that
ride.
loud bang.
Yeah. So that was the ride where we met you,
Okay.
and you came with us.
I brought him. Put it that way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So after that, yeah.
Yeah. So, and they've been riding with us ever since, and really appreciate the support. And you know, let's fucking go.
That's it, man.
And you know, yeah, Jason, you've been out of the picture for a while. You know, you have your own.
Call them out.
You have your own. No, for good reasons. But I see this guy hustling.
Yeah.
Oh my
I see this guy grinding like
Yeah, you
every
know what
day
it
on
is?
Strava. I'm just like,
Strava.
where's Jason? And then I see Strava. This guy's
Yeah.
like runs, walks,
Yeah.
like indoor riding. I'm like, what
Yep.
the fuck?
Yeah.
All right, so he's gonna come
That's
back
how we know that
for-
he's still okay.
Yeah.
He's training for racing.
Oh,
He's
this
not
guy,
telling anybody.
this season,
Yeah.
Jason's gonna be fucking on it. Like this guy's gonna be, he's gonna be doing 200 Ks every day,
Yeah.
every weekend. You know what I mean? Every other weekend at
God.
least. But
Yeah.
yeah, man, that's gonna be a strong ride, bro. I'm glad you're recovering.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you're doing well, and you're fucking kicking ass, man. It's gonna be a sick comeback. Yeah. So, as per our last episode,
Go on.
what did we talk about?
Is this the question? Is the question what do we talk about, or like what?
No, we'll get to the questions later on. But I think we were talking about, I guess, following up with a lot of you guys don't know this, but you know, off camera and everything, we talk about our plans for the next season, and you know, one of those being a 200K right off the bat in May, like end of May.
That's crazy.
And,
I mean, yeah.
and you know, Paul and Ian, they're like, you can't just get off the couch and just do that. I'm like, why not? You know, it's like you can just go, right?
I'll be ready.
What, like, you know what I mean? It's like, I mean, you can do that with 100K,
Yeah.
right? Now, one of the questions was from Jen Singh. She was wondering, what are some good training, like winter training options for a good, strong spring ride, like spring comeback?
We'll have different answers.
Yes, we will.
Yeah, because I mean, my answer is being on the bike and being on the bike through the winter. Because what I got out of it last winter was the way that you're breathing in the winter, and the way that you're taking care of yourself while you're riding in the winter, and the way that you're being more careful on the bike. All of that is training, and like you have access to less oxygen when you're out there in the freezing cold. So when your body gets used to that, and used to climbing when you're doing that, and used to just being out there for hours and hours on end on a bike in the cold, then when spring comes, all of a sudden it's like super comfortable on the bike. So that's what made the difference for me, riding through the winter.
So you felt that like breathing in the cold made it a lot easier to Like breathe
Oh,
normally?
100%. 100%.
Huh.
Although breathing in the cold sucks, right?
Yeah.
It hurts.
Yep.
Yeah, and then climbing hills in the cold sucks.
Yep.
And climbing when you hit a patch of ice sucks. And like all these things really suck, but and then you're riding a bike that's heavier, like a mountain bike or like a beater or something like that. So all of these things add up. And then when you get back to spring and you hop on your lighter road bike, then of course it's easier, right?
Yeah.
And so I think all of that, for me, all of that added up to an easier riding season this year than the year before.
Okay.
I have to add something to that. Last year, no, I'll talk to you.
No, it's okay.
We were riding last year. It was way more mild.
Yeah, it was milder winter.
I mean, don't get me wrong. We're still layering up, so that
Yep.
challenge is enough training for me.
Yep.
You know, the 30 minutes just to get ready before getting on the bike.
Yep.
But yeah, I think once you start tempering yourself for that colder weather,
Yep.
once spring rolls around, it's like night and day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's like training with a heavier bike and then going to a light bike.
Well, exactly. Because I actually remember the day that I got back into shorts. Because I was like such a shock to the system. Where up until then I was layering up. I had hot hands. I was packing like soup and
You got
tea in the
tea
bag
in
and
your
stuff.
bag.
Just, right, so I was bundled up. And then there was a day that was warm. Pulled Melly out. And I had shorts on. And that was such a relief. Like, it was such a difference. And everything was just easier. I was just flying, right? So,
Yeah.
the tricky part is working through it,
Yeah.
right? I mean, how easy is it to hop on the bike end of January when it's minus 17?
Yeah.
I mean, there's a mental thing there that you got to work through. But in the end, it ended up working out for me.
Would you
Okay.
call that training?
Training or trickery? Or, like, yeah, I guess a mix of the two. I, last year, treated it as training, right? That was the motivation. The motivation was Montreal in the summer. And
Because
so
you
how am
were
I gonna
training
do that?
for that,
Right.
essentially.
And so
That's a long training period, bro.
Yeah, well, I was
It helped.
essentially from the couch, right?
Yeah.
The year before,
Yeah,
I did
yeah.
some long rides, but I didn't put anything together. So I figured that for me to do that kind of ride, I got to ride through the winter and spend time on the bike to get used to being on a bike for 7 hours over multiple days in a row. And to get
That's
used
true.
to weathers that's not going to be great, right?
That's
I
true.
got lucky with the weather on that trip.
Because
So-
I guess for me, I don't ride in the winter for the sole reason that it's cold as shit. Like, let's be real. Yeah, I fucking hate the cold. Well, I don't. I love the cold, but I hate riding in the cold because of all the layers. I hate layering up. It's the worst feeling. Especially because it gets hot and it's just sweaty.
You get that
And it's
cold
just-
sweat.
Yeah, and it's just uncomfortable for me,
Oh,
right?
yeah, cold sweat.
So last year, I never rode during the winter. The earliest that I've ever ridden was probably March, like late March, right? It was still pretty cold, but that was the earliest. But before that, though, I'd be lifting. I'd just be working out, doing a lot of weights and shit. And, a lot of people forget that aspect of aerobic training. Coming from a personal training background, it's like, you have runners who think that running only will get you faster, will get you to become a stronger runner. Swimmers, they think that just swimming will get you to be a good swimmer. That's not the case, right? You have to actually work out, spend time with a trainer, do your thing, do your laps or whatever, your interval trainings. That's great, but in order to actually develop as a cycling athlete, you need to have a strong posterior chain because you're slumped over the bike all the time for hours on end, right? So if you're slumped over, now you're rounded back, your core is not strong, and you're just going to come off the bike sore and in pain, and it's just not going to be comfortable. So having a strong posterior chain, back, glutes, lower back and core, all of that will amount to a lot on the bike. Because coming off, the wintertime, spring, I would just go outside and ride for like 60 kilometers for however long as I can.
Yeah.
And then I come home and I'd be fine.
So it sounds like you're getting... So out of that, you're getting the very similar effects.
Similar, yes, but the only downside is, I don't do a lot of cardio in the winter just because I don't want to.
Yeah, so you're getting winded.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'm getting winded, but
Because nah.
because exactly because
Nuh-uh.
nah. But yeah, I think combining weightlifting with your intervals on a trainer
Yep.
is definitely going to make you a much stronger cyclist in the long run. And don't keep that as just a winter thing. You got to keep it during the season as well.
Yeah, grand scheme, of course, yeah, you want to be conditioning,
Yeah.
like, regularly. And I think that your answer is definitely a better answer to her question, because there's not a lot of crazy suckers out there that are going to hop on a bike when it's blizzard outside.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys
I understand that
you guys do that. You guys are wild boys.
So,
You know what I mean?
right, so it's a more popular answer to condition throughout because it's good for you,
Yeah.
and then keep that conditioning through the winter because it's good for you. And then, if you can somehow pepper in some cardio while you're doing it, I guess that's the perfect answer, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, I mean there's no other I don't think that there's any other answer to that, Like if you look at pro cyclist bodies, they're not just all legs. Those guys are fucking ripped.
Mm-hmm.
Like they got strong backs. They got
Yep.
broad shoulders,
Yep.
right? They're thin,
Amateur
but
cyclists are all legs.
amateur cyclists, not just all legs, they're all skinny.
Yes.
They're all skinny
Yeah.
because they think that it's just riding your bike.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong, there is an aspect where you can just ride. Like,
Yep.
this summer all I did was mostly just ride. And there's a lot of benefits to that. But at the end of the day, your recovery time depends on how well fed your muscles are.
That's it.
Right? And for me, I've been training for a long time.
Yep.
So I was able to kind of just sit back on the weightlifting and just go for more rides. And it helped out a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That kind of leans into one of the questions that I got. Actually, it's a question that I've gotten a few times through the last season. The question was regarding nutrition
Okay.
and regarding the diets and regarding so specifically one of the questions was when you're riding for long distances, how do you stay nourished?
Yeah.
And I said that maybe I'm the absolute wrong person to ask this question because what I do.
Well, at the end of the day, you're still an athlete.
Right.
So
I have
your
my
input.
own approach.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what I do, but I'm by no means
Eat a sack of nuts.
very
Literally eat a sack of nuts. If you guys have been on our rides,
Yes.
you will have a sack of nuts,
I eat nuts. Yes. I eat
which is good protein.
I eat those nuts
Quick.
the entire time.
Yeah.
And apples.
And apples.
And apples, clementines,
Clementines,
fruits.
yeah, and then and then loads of water. Getting that camel pack was that was a lifesaver because being able to just drink water while riding is just
Yeah.
huge difference. So
Yep.
for me, I fast during the ride, and then outside of riding, I'm not gonna lie and say that I have a healthy diet. So
Who does?
Thank
Right.
God.
Exactly.
yeah, right. I mean, I know what I'm supposed to eat, but I feel like my attitude through most of the riding season has been that if I've ridden for 400 kilometers in a week, then I think I've earned the steak and the burger and the beers
Pizza
and
and
the rum and
beers.
cokes and I feel like I've earned it. But
No, 100%.
again, I'm not going to be the one to preach to anybody about what they should eat.
Yeah.
I'm the absolute wrong person to do that.
Okay. Because you put it out there.
Ian, get closer to the mic so that
because
people
you
can
put
hear
that out
you.
there,
Yeah.
Are you counting calories? Because for me, I just go by feeling.
Entirely by
doing-
feeling.
Like so many Ks.
Yeah, you guys
My
are wild
body's
boys.
gonna tell me to eat whatever's in front of me.
Yeah, you
and,
guys stop off
yeah.
for pizza in the middle of a fucking ride.
And so for me,
Yeah, I'll throw up,
I mean, it's
bro.
kind of an excuse, right?
And so, because you and I address that very differently.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah, we address it differently because you're somehow able to do the fast food mid-ride multiple times.
Because I live off junk food, bro.
There
You
you
don't
go.
know this. You don't know this.
Right? So we're all giving very different advice because for me, you're totally right that you feel it. And I'll get to a point where, 10 kilometers, feeling perfectly fine. 11th kilometer, oh my God, I'm so hungry. And then I reach for a sack of nuts.
You reach for your sack.
Yep, I reach for my
Your nut
sack,
sack.
and I fill my mouth with nuts. Just like this.
But you
on the
do
bike.
this, you're so
Just like
stealth at
this.
it. I have to admit. On our rides, I never see you gorging down.
Yeah,
on
because he's in the back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because he's in the back.
genius, man. That's
Yeah.
genius.
So that whenever I'm dropping back, it's because I'm like, I'm just scooping
Focused on
nuts,
eating, you know?
right? Scoop
That's
some
it.
nuts, sip some water, and then and then get on with it. And so I'm able to do that for 7-8 hours, and I feel like that's the best
For
approach
you, yeah.
for me
Yeah.
because I feel like when I eat more or when I eat too much, then
You
I'll
feel
have to
weighted
use the
down.
bathroom.
Yeah.
He's weighted down. If I'm riding in the middle of the countryside, I'm not mentally prepared to pop a squat next to the highway. Although I am physically prepared, I'm not mentally prepared for that. So there's something weird about taking a shit at the side of Jane Street, right? It's odd.
And that is a big part of it because we're out when we're riding, we're not riding around the city.
Right.
Like we're riding outside, like on highways.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like there's just a bathroom that you can just go to. For a majority of
What
the ride.
highway are you riding again?
Well, like just main roads, you know what I mean? It's like backcountry roads where there's not a lot of
Right.
gas stations or bathrooms available. So for me, one of the things that I started keeping in mind was, don't eat too much because you don't want to use the bathroom.
You gotta get rid of that
Never ride.
sometime. Yep.
Exactly. So I've learned to kind of minimize it, and for me, the unhealthy way from nuts. If you guys remember in the beginning, I would just pack pancakes.
Yeah.
I would
homemade pancakes
Yeah.
in a Ziploc.
Yeah.
Just
But
in the back.
I'd trick it with coconut oil, so I get some of that MCT oil in there as
Yep.
well. So I get that for a little bit of fuel and a little bit of energy as well. So
I remember them pancakes.
the carbs with the coconut
Yeah.
oil, it
Yeah.
helped a lot for me, and it for some reason never made me really need to go use the bathroom.
Yeah.
And for me that worked, and surprisingly enough, I lost a bunch of weight during the summer just by cycling and having that as a diet. If
Well,
that makes sense.
kind of weird, right? Kind of
Yeah.
weird. It is kind of weird to wrap your head around having been out for 10 hours and all you ate was pancakes.
Yeah,
Or
Like 6
sack of
pancakes.
nuts, right?
yeah,
All
like
day.
fruits,
And then you get to the end of that and down a 12-inch sub in 4 minutes.
yeah, exactly.
And somehow people
Still
are
be-
looking to us and calling us athletes.
It's fucking weird, right? Or just down a pizza and shit. It's strange.
That's odd. That's odd.
It is strange. But what about you guys? How have you guys acclimated to downing junk food in the middle of a ride?
Remember when we did the 2 pizzas? We had our own pizzas.
When?
I don't know. That was I think we left here. Wasn't it here?
Was this on your guys' 200K?
It might have been.
It might have been.
What the
On a
fuck?
200K, you downed pizzas.
We killed our own pizza. We
killed
both got large pizzas for our own, our own large, and we killed them all.
Mid-ride?
What the fuck?
No, this is on the way home.
Post for sure.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So,
that-
so just to make sure we're clear, this is basically riding gives me the green light to eat like a complete savage.
Yeah.
well, that too.
Excuse too.
Like
That's
no
the
word
one.
of a lie.
That's the one.
That too.
That's the one.
Paul, can you go on the Nomads page and go on our archives and just see the some of the responses for the first post in the story? For some reason, I don't have that access.
You can't see that?
Yeah, I can't see the responses
All right.
because we had some good questions in there too. I think I remember one of them being like, "Why did we call ourselves the Nomads?"
I don't...
Yeah, I don't have if you go to archives,
Yeah.
I can't. I can see the archives. I can't see the responses.
Huh. Hold on a minute. Let me see here. Because... Well, I mean, if that's the next question, that's a pretty good question.
Yeah,
Probably,
I mean,
why are we
while
Nomads?
you're looking for that, I feel like when we went to Niagara for the first time,
Mm-hmm.
we had such a good bond, and we were just like all 5 of us, you, me, Leon, Leo, and
That was a good time.
Alan.
Yeah.
yeah, we had a really good time, and we were kind of just like bonding and like, yo, why not just make this a club kind of thing. First, it was something stupid Leo said was like,
Well, it was
something bros or something like that.
well, it was something on.
We were just joking around, but like it was something like
Spros and bros before hoes.
something stupid, like something completely
Yeah.
stupid like that.
It was something that didn't quite match.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense, and it was like, dude, that's kind of stupid. I'm not
Because
gonna lie to you.
bros and spros before hoes.
Yeah, it's like really.
Yeah.
I'd rather have a lot of girls on this club.
Right.
To be completely honest
How
with you.
about hoes with bros and spros?
And it's like, I kind of don't.
That name lasted like a week though.
Less than a week, bro. I changed
Yeah,
that shit immediately.
That was a week.
Like, I don't want to have anything to do with hoes in our club. Like, I don't want like, I don't want to be calling the women in our club hoes. Like, that's just stupid and fucked up.
Yeah, that's a different podcast.
Yeah,
What is
that's a
hoe?
different podcast. What is a hoe? But no, the Nomads, it came from, and I was kind of just around like home, and I don't know where I just changed it because in my head, the way we were riding and how we were riding and how we wanted to ride based on the conversations we were having during that ride to Niagara, it was more like, yo, this is an adventure. Like, this is shit that we've never been to before. Like, we're going to see places we've never seen before. We're like venturing out. Like, you know what I mean? Like nomads. Like, we're not stuck to a place.
Yep.
Like a bunch of other clubs are where they're kind of in the area. They're local and they're just riding around the city kind of thing.
Yep.
Or they'll go to a spot and ride around that location, where I was like in my head thinking, no, like I want to be more nomadic and just kind of not really call a single place home,
Yep.
right? Like that's why a lot of places I want to start elsewhere or go from here and just see how far north we can go.
Yeah.
And especially from when I was riding when I was a lot younger, what I would do is get on my bike and I'd pick a direction.
That's it.
I'm like, today I want to go west, so I'll go west. See how far I get.
I did that this year.
Before I get tired.
Yeah.
Or I'll go east.
Yep.
You know, back then though, I wasn't smart, and I'd go without a lot of water. I'd go without food, and I'd bonk,
Yep.
essentially, right? So for me, the term, like the name Nomads, kind of just made sense. And there's a lot of people like you guys that are, you know, within that realm that want to just see how far you can go and where you can go with
Just
your
heading
bikes.
out. Yeah.
I think the idea of exploration.
Get on the mic.
Yeah, I think the idea of exploring was sort of resonated with me
Yeah.
in the team name, because we really did go as many places as we possibly could.
Yeah.
Some more than others,
Yeah. That's coming this year, I'm telling you.
you know. But
Yeah, y'all are gonna join,
I
right?
think that really sort of like developed the experience, right?
Yeah.
Like you said, we're not just riding around the same spot. And a lot of the rides that we went through they're varied, right? You know, we didn't just stick to one region or one area, although I find ourselves in St. Catharines a lot.
We did 3 times. You went 4 times.
Y'all. Yeah, y'all, all right?
I mean, should we just go to St. Catharines and see what's up?
Go to St. Catharines and do a loop. Yeah, I guess,
You know?
because I remember when you sent me the name, like, it made sense,
Yeah.
right? Because I think the way I've always treated cycling, like, it has always been like that.
Yeah.
See, when I was a kid, growing up in North York, I would hop on the bike and end up at the beaches. And at, like, age 11, it's a pretty serious ride to get that far, but then have to use the payphone to call my mother. Like, hey, man, at the beaches. Sorry, I've been gone for 3 hours. I'm at the beaches now. So
Yeah, see, like the crazy part is I was looking through my old photos and on Facebook, and I saw one of my old posts, like coming home from a ride with my buddy, like ending up in Kipling and feeling like at that time that was the farthest
oh yeah,
like place
oh yeah,
that I can get to, you know, like just Kipling,
oh yeah,
you know, and we just rode, I just remember we rode along Bloor the entire time.
yeah.
And I
Yeah.
remember that being challenging because of just the hills. And I was just
Yep.
doing it on a mountain bike and then coming home like, oh my God, that was such a good ride. That was so far. And then I'd get a little older and I started discovering the waterfront trail.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, ooh, oh, this goes around the lake.
Mm-hmm.
This goes around Lake Ontario. I'm gonna do that one day.
Mm-hmm.
And I start off with going eastbound to like towards Oshawa,
Yep.
just along the lake, and kind of getting lost because the way you follow the markers is like a little circle on a street light
Yeah, we'll
with
cover
an
that.
arrow.
We'll cover that because another question that I got was about navigating. But yeah, we'll cover that. Go ahead.
But yeah, and for me, like that was part of the adventure, was getting lost and kind of like figuring it out. And back then, you didn't really have like good cell phone GPS.
No.
You know what I mean? Like you'd have a crappy iPhone that can barely load a map,
Right.
right? And it's like navigating was difficult.
Yep.
I'd have to take screenshots of where I'm turning, kind of thing.
Yep.
And yeah, I'd like see how far I'd get. I'm like, oh, this is kind of far enough. Then I'll just go home. The following week, I'd be in Vaughan somehow,
Damn.
Yeah.
just
go
because
further. Yep.
I rode on the Don Valley Trail going north.
Yep.
I'm like, holy shit, I'm in Vaughan. Like,
Yeah. There is
Yeah.
that. There is that sense of adventure that you forget about when you don't remember that really until you think back at a season like this.
Yeah.
Because I think most of
dude, we were in fucking Lake Simcoe for
Yeah.
a little bit. Like,
up until 2 years ago,
yeah,
or even pre-pandemic, for some reason, Highway 7 was like a cliff, right?
shit.
Why would you ride past Highway 7? We have cars for you, buses.
Yeah.
and stuff. Like, why on a bike past Highway 7 is stupid. Why would I ride to Niagara? I remember saying this to somebody in June of 2020. It was
Yeah.
the stupidest idea ever. Why the hell would anybody do that? Because you have cars and you have, like, there's no way.
There's ways to go there.
It is stupid to do that. June 2020, that's what I was saying. And then August 2020, I rode to Innisfil, drank my ass off, and rode back the next day. And that was in like 34 degrees, a little bit windy. It was a mess.
Yeah.
No bike shorts, right? I didn't have the padding. I didn't pack water in it. It was
Yeah.
just like, I guess the equivalent of raw dogging it. And it was just a rough, just rough. Not recommended. So to think back to that point, where like Innisfil to me at that point was like, okay, that's the pinnacle. Like I'm not gonna, I can't do anything
That's
more
max.
than that.
Yeah.
The goal that summer was Niagara, and I did Niagara, and I'm like, feel like death, but whatever, did it. Why the hell would I do this again?
Yeah.
And in the next season, I did Niagara 3 times.
Yeah. Right. Same here. Same here.
In Montreal for some odd reason.
Yeah.
And like, or it's Lake Simcoe.
Yeah.
And now we can have like fairly serious conversations about London, Ontario,
Yes.
and fairly serious conversations
About New York.
New York. And like, it's crazy
Thunder
how that builds.
Bay.
That's crazy.
Right? That just builds in like a couple years.
Yeah.
Because 2 years ago, that's the stupidest idea I've ever heard.
Oh my god.
But now
See-
here we are.
See, I was always in that mindset where I want to see how far I can go with my bike. It was never out of the question for me. Right? Like I remember seeing the waterfront trail and being like, that is possible. I will do that one day. And so far I've gone to fucking where do we drop you off? Going to Montreal?
Oh, Bowmanville.
Well, I got to Bowmanville and then I got to Niagara Falls. Like that's a good stretch of
Yep.
the waterfront trail.
Mhm.
Now I just want to keep going.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I want to start from Niagara and then go out.
Yep.
Like go to Montreal from Niagara. You know, like I'm thinking that. Like I've always wanted to challenge myself in that regard and being like, yo, as a nomad, where the fuck do I go?
Yep.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
That's it, man. That's like, it's still so wild to think of how different the mindset would have changed in the last year,
yeah.
which then makes me wonder, what am I gonna be saying next year about like
Well, man, like I've
our
already
goals, right?
go ahead. I've already like I've already started thinking about what to do. Like, go ahead. And really just we've talked. No, this is good. I talked to you guys like
On this topic.
on this topic.
Next
year, like this season,
yeah.
it's gonna be a wild season.
So while we're here,
While we're here,
we have to address something.
yes. Okay, let's do it.
We had a little phone conversation 2 nights ago, where I was joking
About?
when I said that we would consider joining some races.
I wasn't.
Like,
I've been talking about this since last year.
and I'm worried that you guys were not joking.
I've been talking about this since last year.
So-
Are these endurance races?
no,
No.
these are like
Crits.
crits.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sanctioned, unsanctioned. I want to try one.
Yeah.
You know?
And just as a reminder that I ride a 86 Miele.
I just want to see what it's like. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
for me, it would be the experience of just riding, right? Of like, and feeling what that is like to be in a competitive bike race. Because in my head, first of all, in my head, I'm thinking like racing on bicycles is silly.
Go on.
I don't know why, but it looks to me, it looks funny to me.
Yeah. Yeah,
But it's
I know what
like-
you mean, yeah.
But I can see the intensity in it, and I want to try it. And it's not so
Yeah.
far off in terms of uniform from what I was wearing in powerlifting competitions. Like, I've
Still
been
in your
wearing
naked
fucking
underwear, yeah.
latex for a long time.
We just need to get Paul a loaner. You know, we'll get him a trial bike,
A trial carbon
a
bike.
trial track bike, so he can do one crit race. I'm sure
Like-
the
Just give
boys
me a
at
nice
Six
trial
Flags have
lightweight.
someone kicking around a single speed for you.
Yeah, I guess if anybody's listening that wants to lend me a single speed loaner for a crit race,
You can
That's
borrow mine, man.
such a weird sentence that came out of my mouth just now.
You can borrow mine.
It's
Looks
odd.
like you have a winner already.
You know? You can ride mine, bro.
That is
Like,
because okay, obviously racing to that degree is very different from nomading.
yes.
They're very
Yes,
different.
very different. Very different. But isn't it still within the same realm?
Sure it is.
As a nomad, like, you know, you encounter people and you want to fight them.
Okay.
Nomadic riding is like,
The whole-
oh, I want to see this race.
The journey.
like,
Yeah.
The journey is nomadic. The
Yeah.
journey of I'm gonna race, get in the race,
Yeah.
do the race. That journey is
Yeah.
nomadic.
Yeah.
But I guess I'm more like the nomad that's got like the cart with all of his belongings.
you are, because you have the backpack with you the whole time. I mean,
just strolling, just looking around, right? Like,
I don't know, man. It would be fun.
Look, if the
Like,
team
I
is
don't,
down,
ca-
I'm down.
I don't care about winning it.
Right. If the team is down, I'm down, and I think there's a cool story to be told about
Yeah.
if I pull this off in a Miele.
Yeah.
That's a cool story. But
Like, if you don't
Just-
come last in a Miele, that'd be fucking sick.
not coming last in a
Yeah.
Miele.
I just want to
That
beat the
person
guy
that
in
came
last.
is not going to hear the end of that.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
Exactly. You know, would you
Yeah.
do it? Would you ride dirty? Would you? Oops! I dropped some thumbtacks
I mean,
from my pocket.
Like full contact?
That would be the last race he's in. Put it that way.
banana peels.
Mario Kart. Start throwing shells at people. No, but like
I mean, it
Man.
would help.
this year, I want to do some crazy
It
shit.
would be. It's a cool story. It is a cool story.
Like, even if it's like the Halloween one, bro. Like,
I'm with you guys if you're down, but just saying, remember that I'm on a Miele. That's all.
you
And
won't
I'm
be in a
keeping it
Miele forever, bro. You just got a new gig.
But that's my
You're-
whole. That's my whole thing, though. Because if it's not a Miele, then it'll be a Bianchi, or it'll be like another,
Yeah,
classic
but
bike.
no,
That's my
man.
whole-
I don't know.
What am I without the classic bike?
True, man.
That's true.
Right.
Where's
That's
the
true. The yellow handlebars.
yellow
Right.
handlebars?
I am the
Yeah.
classic bike. I am the slides mid ride.
Yeah.
Right?
You
What am I
still have
without
to
these
bring
things?
out the stool.
The stool. Yeah, that stool's
That
still
needs to
sitting up
come
there.
out this season.
Oof, that was a good purchase. I was so happy, but I'm still so happy about
Dude,
that
it was
purchase.
$10.
Right?
Like, why wouldn't it be a good purchase?
Yeah.
Shout
But-
out to the Decathlon.
Shout out
Shout out
to
to
the
the
Decathlon.
Decathlon. Sponsor us.
If y'all are listening,
They're
wouldn't
opening up a
mind.
store in
mind some
They're
help.
opening up a store in at Union Station.
In Union Station.
Well, around somewhere there, I guess. I don't know. I saw it on their site this summer.
So when you're leaving work at your Bay Street job, you can just
Pretty
hop in
much.
and pick up some running gear
Get your adventure gear.
while you're getting on the train. I don't know. I mean,
But
again,
speaking of adventure,
Mhm.
going full nomad
Mhm.
and camping,
Yes, bike packing. Let's
Yes.
start that first.
we discussed this. Yeah.
we have. We discussed this last episode too, but
Totally game. Although what we were talking about specifically was hilarious. But
what were we talking about?
so
That was so hilarious.
we were talking about riding from Toronto to Prince Edward County
Okay,
in a single go.
163 kilometers
I got
from
that
this
map
location.
already, by the way.
So do I.
It's a nice ride.
My family has a trailer up there.
There you
And
go.
I've
What
already got
tent?
us mapped out to go there.
What tent, bro?
Okay. You know what? This is a game changer. This changes
I'm
my
saying?
whole opinion. This
See
changes
what I'm
my whole
saying?
opinion.
I'll send you guys the map. I'll add you to the maps and everything.
This
I've
changes my
already
whole
mapped it out.
opinion because my concern was that we were going to bike pack to a place where there's nothing, like camp, legit camp, which means
Yeah.
That was
we
the goal, actually.
are
Yeah.
carrying the stuff,
Yes.
food,
Yeah.
clothing, tents, cookware. I don't know how you guys live, but
So
We're already there.
yeah,
We just gotta drive
Right.
up there, fill up the fridge,
yeah.
come back and bike it up.
That's what I was thinking.
or
Like that. As soon as you said that you have a trailer, I'm like, yeah.
See,
Why not
that
just
changes
like
things.
Full facilities, washrooms, showers.
see?
This
You
changes
can
things.
bring 2 pairs of underwear.
2 pairs, right? I was worried about the 2
Two
pairs.
pairs of underwear.
Yeah, this is good.
See?
I like this.
But mind you,
This is
it's
good.
only 10 hours.
Biking, soft.
Yeah.
I know. So
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
what kind of like.
So so the discussion before was without the fancy trailer, to do it raw dog in the forest,
Yes.
and then
Bike
the
packing.
next day, like just
Hang
ride-
out.
like hang out, and then the day after ride back,
Yeah.
Same route or like.
Same route.
same route.
Because in my head I was thinking just to go into Campgrounds of America, like KOA,
Mm-hmm.
because there is one in a
Tons of
piece.
it.
Exactly. So just go there, get a campsite, pitch a tent or 2, or however many individual tents.
Sounded wrong.
I mean,
We can no longer talk about raw dogging. We're talking about pitching tents.
but
Pick
just
one.
like bring your tent,
What is the other?
bring us. Listen, I'm the kind of guy that just needs a sleeping bag.
So,
I've slept on the floor. I sleep on the floor camping. I don't bring a sleeping bag. I bring a sleeping bag and that's it.
and I guess
No pillow. Like my backpack's my pillow.
my holdup was only that like it's a lot of shit to carry. There
Nah,
and back.
man. What are you carrying?
Your living quarters. Like,
You could probably carry more if you drop the chain.
Yeah.
you leave the chain out of this.
Listen,
Leave the chain out of this. What is
There's-
it without security? Right?
there's not much to carry.
A tent.
Okay, you can buy a cheap single man tent.
Carrying the cheap single man
It's
tent.
nylon.
Carrying this on what? On your back?
Yes.
Okay.
Dude,
Food.
it's like 5 pounds tops.
2 days food.
We can get it on the way.
Okay. Clothes.
It's in your backpack.
Yeah.
In the
A
same
pair-
bag.
a
You're
pair
washing
or
when you get
2
there. You're
pieces
washing
of
your
underwear.
clothes when you get there.
Right. So you're
Yeah.
washing. Okay, you're washing it there.
Listen, how much clothes do you need to take for camping?
Well, you're riding in your panties,
Yes.
so you'll need at least more than that, like shorts and a sweater.
Sweater
So
for
this was
what? It's
before
summertime.
we knew that there was an opportunity to have facilities.
Well, that's the
No,
thing.
but it
This is the
doesn't
game
matter.
changer.
This is before
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
This is before that.
With
'Cause
that, I am totally.
in my head, you just need to bring a tent, a sleeping bag. If you want a sleeping bag, I'm probably just gonna bring a sleeping mat because I'm gangster like that. But like, what else? Shorts, like swim shorts.
Oh, and a knife because you're gonna have to go hunting. For
I
your
always
food.
bring a knife. I always bring a knife. It's in my pocket all the time. But no, like
Biking. What do you mean?
You trying to
tank
make some
tops.
racket, bro?
tank tops, slippers.
Yeah.
What else? Toothbrush.
So I'm saying it's a lot of stuff for 2
You can
170-kilometer
you
rides.
can fit all of that stuff in like a large saddlebag.
This is really gonna be a challenge video.
Yes.
How much stuff you can
Legit.
carry for 170 kilometers?
Like legit, we're gonna have like a dry run.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And this is gonna be something that we're gonna have to like.
You learn from the first run.
If you guys
Oh, yeah.
want to do a dry run of this, there is a closer route, and it is where I went,
Burlington,
Bronte
right?
Creek.
Yeah.
I love Bronte.
Yeah, Bronte. We can go there as a dry run.
That's a
it's
good dry
literally Mississauga.
That's a good dry run.
It's just like 10 kilometers out of Mississauga.
Yeah.
We
That's
go
a good
there.
dry run.
Bring your shit. Go camping for a weekend.
Yeah, that is a good dry run. I like that dry run because like you're on a familiar path with a whole bunch of shit everywhere.
Yeah.
So if things go wrong, you can bail out.
There's
It's
a GO
just-
train right there.
Yeah,
You know?
that's a good idea to do that kind of dry run. We're running out of weekends because we've already planned
Oh, we're fucked.
London,
London's
a couple
soft.
Niagaras.
London soft. Let's do it.
Niagara,
Bro.
I'm over Niagara already. Like I'm
London
over
is
Niagara
soft.
already. Listen, if you think
100K
that's just the way I have to think about things.
You said it's
Otherwise,
soft.
on a single fucking street.
I
said it's
have
soft.
gears now.
On you.
I have gears now. That blue bike has gears. Okay,
You said London's soft.
but no,
Man.
like that's how I have to think about things. Like,
I get it. I
going
get what
to
you mean.
Niagara the first time, in my head, I've never been there. This is a soft ride. Never been there. This is nothing. This is not a challenge. This is soft. It's right there. Right? That's how I have to think about it. Otherwise, it's gonna be a challenge.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I know
It's
what
like-
you're doing.
yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're doing.
Like, you know what I mean? It's like, so yeah, London's soft. It's right there. Like,
Yeah.
just go
I
straight
know
and
what you're
left or right. Yeah, go straight and right.
However, when we made the poster, there was a poster that we made for one of our rides. Which one was it? Where
Intermediate or something, or beginner.
it was it Hamilton and back, or was it?
So, no, it wasn't Hamilton.
It wasn't the
what-
Niagara one, but it was one of those. It was along Lakeshore. I think it was Hamilton,
Burlington.
Burlington. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and on the poster that you made, you said it was easy.
It is.
Oh my god.
So
Dude, it's so flat. It's easy.
this is the difference. Right?
Like, it is easy. Okay, fine. In the
I
future,
understand what
I
you're
will
doing,
not. I will not classify rides.
Yeah. You're cut off.
You will. You will
Yeah,
classify the
I can
rides
classify the rides
if it's easy
Yeah,
or not.
I can classify the rides because I
Because it
understand.
is easy.
Right. I understand. Fine. I could do Burlington and back, no problem.
Yeah.
But if I'm inviting others,
Oh my god.
I tell them it's an easy ride. What?
Well, when we did Burlington, it was kind of easy.
See what I'm saying?
Burlington is easy.
Yeah.
We were lucky that we had a lot of people that were, I would say, intermediate level.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's easy if you lift. Put it that way.
Yeah. If
Right?
you or if
If you
you've
live-
done something, yeah.
You know?
No, it's easy if you just stop thinking about it.
You can't get off the couch and ride to Burlington.
Yes, you can.
Nah.
I did. That was my first ride this season.
But you,
last
but you
season.
were training and stuff before.
Barely.
But still training.
Dog, you know you're stacked,
Barely.
right? I'm not, you know, I don't want to make this more uncomfortable than it is already. But you're stacked already, dude. Like,
But like,
easy for you is like for someone
the
who's
couch.
novice, no
the
way.
couch.
yes, bro.
No,
I was playing
no,
video
no.
games like for the longest times.
I'm
Like,
not talking about that.
and then
week.
it's like, yeah, let's go. Yeah. Like, I didn't train all last year.
I'm talking about like
Winter.
I just bought I just bought a super cycle from Canadian Tire. No offense, but
Big offense.
right, like I
The
just bought a-
heaviest fucking bike you can buy.
No.
But you know what?
No.
It was on sale.
No e-bikes and no super cycles.
Let's just say, right? Let's just run this. Let's just run this.
Let's go
So
with it. Let's
you know
go with
what? I woke up and I feel like I want to work out because you know what? 2022, new you, new me, new
Yeah.
whatever they say. And then
If you can find a bike.
I picked up a $130 super cycle from Canadian Tire.
It is what it is. You can have whatever
Right.
you want.
A little hybrid, you know, because it's fancy. I saw the shocks. I liked it, right? So, okay. My first ride is Burlington. Yes?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Absolutely
Why
not.
not?
Absolutely not.
Why not?
What? How?
You ride. What do you mean how?
Bro,
You just
are,
go.
You are seriously disillusioned because you're so jacked.
I'm
okay?
not though. Like,
You're on a whole new level.
no, listen, man.
No.
So high on life.
When I was younger,
Appreciate it, right?
listen, when I was younger, I did that on a hybrid,
Again,
on a rally.
you're on another level,
That's
bro.
you. That's like, right?
You've just forgotten about the everyman. Like,
Right.
legit.
We're talking
No,
about
but-
you. That's
No, this was like before I started lifting and everything. This is literally my mindset of it's just, if I think it's hard, it's gonna be hard,
appreciate that mindset, 100%.
right?
And that's what gets you through
That
things.
that's why
I appreciate that.
that's why I say things like I say it on the rides. This is easy
Yeah.
because you have to think it's easy.
I
Otherwise,
appreciate that mindset 100%.
When you get there and you feel like it's difficult, then yes, it's difficult for you. But like, at the end of the day, if you think, oh, this is gonna be an easy ride,
I appreciate
then you're
that
gonna
mindset.
then you're gonna be more capable of doing it because you've already gone over that hump.
If you put your mind to it, you can do it. I appreciate that.
I
I
guess.
appreciate that. However, I just bought a super cycle for $130. Because my New Year's resolution is to start cycling. Right.
Super cycle.
Let me go to Burlington.
I'm saying you can.
Nah, man.
I'm saying you can.
I'm saying, okay,
I will buy
You
a
gotta work up
super
to that.
cycle bike.
that's you. What am I missing?
No, yeah, that's fair, I guess.
That's you.
I don't know.
Like, if actual me bought a super cycle, yes, I could take it to Burlington. But
I feel like anybody can though. Like that's just because no matter how, like I guess unfit you think you are, or whoever, right? They're just starting out. At the end of the day, your body's a machine. You can just fucking go.
I
Like-
love your faith.
Like
I love your
you're
faith.
like the human body's more capable than you think.
I love
Like,
your.
you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's like it's not
I love your faith. I love it.
like don't get me wrong. It's not gonna feel good.
Mm-hmm.
You will suffer. like you
Puts it
will.
lightly.
No, like you will
You'll suffer.
suffer.
You'll suffer.
And it will be painful at the like when you come home. But
You'll make
it's not
Yeah.
impossible.
I guess we're also kind of assuming that the super cycle will make it because.
Well, yeah, yeah. Like you will make it before the super cycle.
You're stronger than your super cycle.
Exactly.
That's the moral of the story. Well,
exactly.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I think
I just really feel like the everyday man can just go.
so. Someone is gonna hop up off the couch, very literally, buy that super cycle because new year, new me. I think I got it right that time. And then see a poster for Nomads saying we're riding to Burlington and back.
If you really want to, sure.
Dude, that is a buck
But-
and a half.
No. But here's the thing, though, right? Here's the thing. For our rides, we never just say we're going there and back. We say if you
Yeah,
can come
yeah.
with us there. If you
Options.
feel like you need to go, take the train, we will take you to the GO train,
True.
and that's not a problem.
True.
Like we welcome that
True.
because the fact is that you actually did it. You got there.
True.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, when I started doing, when the idea of starting this was, as long as you get to your destination, I don't care if you make it back
Get to
home
whatever
on
the
your
goal you
bike.
made was. Yep.
Yeah, like, you can go home however way you want. You
Yeah.
can ride home or you can take the train home. Right? Like, that's always the option that I give. But if the goal is you're right off the couch, you want to go to Burlington,
Because
it's
New Year,
53
New Me,
kilometers.
I haven't been on a bike in 12 years.
It's 50 kilometers.
I haven't been on a bike in 12 years.
50 kilometers.
12 years I haven't been on a bike.
50 kilometers. Like I said, it will not be super pleasant, but you'll be surprised at how far you can get on a bike.
I agree with this.
Especially when you're with people, it's like,
I agree with this. 100% I agree with this because I did it to myself this whole year, right?
well,
We've done varying versions
what
of
was
this.
her? What was her name? The one that you.
Oh, the one that we almost killed and is part of the example of why I'm
Who?
saying you can't do this?
Who?
Blair,
No, she made it to Burlington.
you gonna call that making it?
She made it to Burlington.
You didn't watch this?
No. But no. So here's the thing, right?
She was like, okay,
Like I
her
said-
goal was there and back.
Okay, but she made it to Burlington. And like I
We
said,
weren't there on the trip back.
that's not my problem. She made it. She made it to
The
Burlington.
goal was there and back.
You're in back.
Okay,
And
that's
she
the
did
goal.
not make it.
Eventually.
But here's the thing, though. She got further than she did, even if she just thought this is too much, right? I would rather go 3/4 of the way or halfway than not even bother making it at all.
I'm not knocking the attempt. I'm not knocking all of that. I am just trying to
That's what I'm saying. It's
make
like,
sure that someone that is off the couch with their old supercycle or new supercycle is aware of what they're about to attempt to undertake.
Yes.
Because
yes,
I guess the fear is that
we're responsible for these.
you were
people.
like this, I'm kind of like this, but
Not everyone's like
not
that.
everyone's like this.
I get it.
And so for someone to say, all right, yeah, of course I could do this, no problem.
Yeah.
And then you join a long ride. And like, you're brand new to this. Your
Well, like
ass
I
starts
said.
to hurt. Your leg starts to cramp. Your hands, you don't really know where to put your hands on the handlebars.
Yeah.
You don't really know how this brake works. You don't really know.
Like I said, you will suffer. Like like I said,
Disclaimer.
like
You will
it's
suffer.
not gonna be a pleasant ride if
Yeah.
you're just off the couch. It's not gonna be. If it's gonna be pleasant for like the first 30 kilometers,
Right.
but like after that, it's not gonna be super pleasant, right?
Of course, it's gonna
But
suck.
that's
You-
why I always put out that disclaimer at least a week or two before the actual ride.
Yeah.
What to bring, how to prepare for the ride, kind of thing, right? Like this is what you need to bring: bring shorts, bring gloves,
Yeah.
bring whatever. Pump,
Here's some suggestions.
spares.
Here's
Right.
Please have ridden 100K up into this ride because it's gonna be 160K ride of
Yeah.
your life.
now because I think a part of the goal for the club is to build people up to this stuff.
Yes.
Right, and that we're not trying to pull people off the couch and say, all right, you're coming with us to Burlington and back. The idea is that they've, with us, worked up to this.
Yeah, and we will do that. We
Yeah.
will be making those rides to bring people in and train people up to, go for a big ride, either midsummer, late summer, whenever, right?
Yep.
But like, for example, Luis, one of the guys that rode with Mike and I, to Niagara.
Yeah, that was big.
His longest ride was 50 kilometers.
Yeah, that was big.
50K. This guy went to Niagara in basketball shorts
Yep.
because he didn't have a chamois.
Yep.
He made it.
Big.
Savage.
Fucking made. He got slow, but no. But here's the thing. He's like, just fucking go. Just go. We're going straight. I'll see you guys there. Just go.
Yep.
And we'd wait for him and, we'd carry him and like put him in the middle so that, he
Yeah.
can ride the draft. But the point is, anybody can do it. It doesn't matter how long of a ride you can. It's like, because here's the thing too. The minute that you start doubting yourself, you're fucked. Number one reason, you're in the middle of nowhere. So you either have to keep going or turn around and go home the exact same way.
Yeah, I've got a thing
So-
for that. Yeah.
so you know what I
have
mean?
I have a thing that I do for that.
Yes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's either you go full force and saying, this is going to be hard, but fuck it. I'll suffer. Fuck it. Otherwise, I have to go home that way, and it's already halfway down the ride. If I turn around now, instead of just completing the next half, this is kind of bullshit.
Yeah, I think
You know what I mean?
there's a mindset difference that I think. Well, okay, at least in my experience through all of this, that mindset changes as you're on the bike, and as you're starting to get used to like. Once you get on the bike and you feel what that's like to be on the bike amongst cool people
Dude, it sucks.
and like crushing goals and stuff like that, right? Like as long as once you get on there, then I think that whole mindset changes. The entire time leading up to the Montreal trip was like nerve-wracking. But then by day 2, all right, I'm in it now.
you kind of have to go.
That's it. And there wasn't even the go back option.
Exactly.
Like, just wake up, check the weather. Oh shit, it's windy. Well,
I'm here. Like, I'm already here.
I gotta
Like,
be over there. So
Like,
all
fuck
right,
it.
Right.
You're committed.
Yeah, you gotta go. And so that kind of like mindset switch is the kind of thing that would be pretty cool to encourage others to kind of
Yeah.
adapt when it comes to cycling.
And that is one of the things that, like, one of the ethos that I put up for the club is, I don't care how experienced you are or inexperienced you are. All I care about is if you commit. If you commit and you're struggling, we'll fucking carry you. Bro, like, we'll go. Like, I don't care if I'll go 10 kilometers. We'll fucking go. We'll get you to the destination.
Yeah.
If you join, I just need commitment. That's
Right.
all it is. Right? It's like, I don't want people, like, going and then just complaining and just like, oh, just turning around. It's like, no, we're not turning around. We're committed. We're going.
Oh, no,
Like,
no. We aren't turning around. You can.
Well,
We
like,
aren't. Yeah.
well, it's either you turn around, and like I said, it's like you're stuck on an island. You swim halfway out.
Yep.
You see shore, but then you're tired, so you go back to your fucking island.
Exactly.
It's like, bro, you could have made it home. You could have made it there, right? It's like I just ask commitment.
Yeah.
Like, commit to the ride.
Right.
At least go to the checkpoint, and we'll
Yep.
take you to where you had to go home. Boom, done.
That's it. Because we've been lucky.
Right?
I think we've been lucky that we didn't have any people that would swim towards that island and then
turn back.
Turn back. Like we've been lucky.
We have.
And
And
there
we're
was that
gonna
one ride with
experience
the
those
accidents
people.
and stuff like that was different. But yeah, we've been pretty lucky with that. I think that
Yeah.
at least in my experience so far with all of this, the kind of people that you encounter that want to even join a club
Or like-minded.
similar minded. So it's been okay so far.
And we will encounter those people that do want to turn around. And again, my thing is, listen, man, you came this way already. I'm not gonna allow you to like quit on yourself like that, because a part of it is, dude, this is not physical endurance. This is mental endurance. Like for me, like I like going out into those long rides because it breaks my mind. It's like, yo, this is hard. In my head, the whole time we were going wherever we go, I'm thinking, this is stupid. Why like taunted?
Fuck Taunton. Fuck
Yeah, like
Taunton.
this is like in my head, I'm thinking, why the fuck are we doing this?
Yeah. And I guess
Right?
I do more of a Jedi mind trick to myself, I guess, on these rides, because I'm absolutely not thinking about the physical at all.
Yeah,
It's like weird, but I'm not thinking about the physical at all, which is part of why when you see a fucked up hill like Taunton, it's like, oh shit, I am riding a bike.
what do you think you're doing? Walking, bro?
Remember, you guys didn't believe me when you were like, "How's Taunton?" When we were trying to figure
Yeah,
it out.
yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Oh, come on, man,
Can't be
Come
that
on,
bad.
can't be."
Listen, I've
Can't be
already
that bad.
apologized. It was a straight line, and I thought it was okay. All right, fuck.
That was a terrible day. That was a terrible day. 'Cause
Going the
problem
other way was also kind of bullshit too.
Every
you
single
got
It was easier.
no, it's not.
no.
When I told them that, they didn't
Guys,
believe me.
we were flying. We were flying.
Were you with the wind?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Right?
No, like going eastbound on Taunton.
No,
No, we
it's
never went eastbound on Taunton.
We did.
we did.
Oh, you guys.
When I was
Yeah.
headed out to Montreal, they were joining me.
that
Yeah,
Ride. No, I
That-
wasn't
yeah,
there for that, so.
Yeah, no.
yeah. That is
Yeah,
the
you
same
That
shit.
is easier. Though.
No, it's not.
It's the same shit.
It's not.
No,
I find it easier.
Out with you.
no.
I find it.
I told these
All
guys,
of us,
I had
all
a
of
good time.
Mappy was like, did we have all of these hills on the way back, like going the other
Right.
way?
Yes, you did.
You know what?
That was the same. Those were the same hills.
I was waiting for a long coasting hill.
Yeah, that we
because on the
climbed
way
for 3 kilometers.
west, we climbed it for fucking
3
half an
kilometers.
hour or whatever it took. So I was
Yeah.
waiting for that long coast.
It never came.
Never came.
You,
See,
you know what?
see,
You know what we're used to? We take Highway 2 across, which is Kingston Road.
Yeah.
But you don't
That
take-
is
you-
easy too, and that turns into Dundas out in Oshawa.
Kingston Road is easier than Taunton.
Yes.
Well, that's what I'm thinking as well.
Yeah. Kingston is easier.
Yeah. Because after Oshawa, it's literally just all hills.
So,
Going to, what was it?
yeah, Oshawa to Bowmanville.
Bowmanville, yeah.
All hills.
It's all hills.
Once you pass
It's
Bowmanville,
All hills.
it flattens out from Bowmanville to like Belleville,
Okay.
and then yeah, you get some.
See,
shit
that
again.
day we rode a lot longer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you guys, which is kind of funny that you guys ended up doing like 180s or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, like that day that we took you out to Bowmanville, we rode a lot longer. And we climbed more than you did.
Yes.
Which is kind of like
Did you
stupid.
on the way back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We rode on Kingston Road.
Yeah, they came
Also,
back
we
to Kingston.
Went off Taunton, then
We
came
went
back to
down.
Kingston.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went down towards the lake because towards his direction. We stopped off at that barbecue joint, which was bomb. We're gonna go back there.
Great place.
Kingston Road, like it was just bullshit. It was
Yeah.
just all dumb. I hated every single bit of that.
yeah, because
and that's what I mean,
Because
it's
that day
like-
was windy too. It was like it was a little breezy.
And it
that
was
day.
hot.
Yeah, it was
We
windy
ran out
and
of
hot.
water. Like that's the thing. Like what I was saying is, I'm thinking this is a stupid ride for a lot of these rides, but I'm already there. I can't just hop on a train and go home.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm either gonna ride home instead of finishing, which was at Distillery District. I was like, I can't go to Distillery. I'm fucking beat. I'm just gonna ride home, right? But like I rode. It's not. I didn't give up like
No.
in Oshawa. You
Right.
know what I mean? Like take the train home. It's like, no, this is kind of dumb.
Yeah.
Like this hurts a lot.
Yep.
I'm uncomfortable right now, but I'm here.
It's that mindset.
You got to
thing, man.
commit. Like you know.
It's that mindset thing. Like, that's one of the. Anytime I was asked about the trip, that was one of the first answers. That like, the hardest part of the trip is when you predetermine the stops,
Yes.
because 6 days riding with predetermined stops means that if you wake up and there's shitty weather, like you're going anyway.
Yeah.
And if you wake up and you just don't feel good, you're going anyway. You still got to be over there,
You have to.
right? So you have to go. And doing it in whatever weather would come, in
Yeah.
whatever riding and driving conditions would come,
Yeah.
it just you just have to. So once I had to snap my brain out of that, like out of the idea that I even had the option,
Yeah.
then okay, there's no option. So let me just
You're kind of
keep it going.
stuck.
So that's why I'm talking about a Jedi mind trick, where it's like, all right, if I am doing this anyway all day, I'm gonna be on this bike all day,
Yeah.
I'm having fun.
Like you might as well enjoy
I'm
yourself.
enjoying it, right? And listening to maybe some funny podcasts and talking to some people while I stop. I'm like taking
Yeah.
pictures. I'm enjoying
So,
it because
I
I'm
like
here
to
anyway.
I like to blast music on the rides. You guys know this, because for me it helps, and I don't want to wear headphones because those are routes that I've never been on, and I can't hear vehicles with headphones on. Right, so I like to blast music. How much does it help you guys to listen to music or podcasts on a ride?
Most of the time I need it.
This guy got me off of it.
He got you to stop.
Yeah, completely.
How come?
Just out and no music. We did the Simcoe trail loop.
Yeah.
I practically did it with no music. And that's
Really?
170?
160?
Yeah.
Jeez, how come?
I don't know. Just because I thought I was rude. Because I would have him on and then I would
So-
ride with him. And then he wouldn't have him on.
And he's
This
talking
is-
to you. He's talking to you.
Yeah, this is the thing, right? Because when we're on the group rides and you have the music blaring, I do not need my headphones.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so I agree with that. That like if you're riding with people, is it okay to have your headphones in when you're riding with people?
Well, the thing is, it's just me and him.
But even as a group, like is that okay? I don't.
As a group, it's easier because this person could just ride up to the next guy and talk to them.
Yeah.
Like, leave me alone. Go up there.
Yeah.
That's still pretty rude, man.
Riding with him, I'm rude. You know what I mean? So it's gotta come out. Fuck,
Right.
That was my favorite genre.
I guess.
Because I guess it's similar. Yeah, it's kind
Now
of
I
funny.
gotta listen to the road.
That's funny. That's similar. Like, I guess if you two were like walking to the same place and you just pop your headphones in.
Right?
All right, I will say this though. Okay, it was
That'd
very
be terrible.
kind of him to take off his headphones while we were riding, just the two of us. But in hindsight, if we ever go back and do this gravel route, we're both listening to
Oh, yeah.
headphones the whole way.
Because that's a loud route.
Because
Yeah.
the gravel is just it's monotonous.
That's
over,
loud.
Like,
Yeah.
Let's do it.
For hours.
Oh, you'd love it.
we'll go.
For hours.
still-
So
Yeah.
wait, did you guys bike up there?
Oh,
No, we drove to Barrie.
we
Yeah.
drove to Barrie.
And then we did the loop.
Why not bike up there and then do the loop?
Well, let's put it this way.
Well, let's put it.
Do I need another
that
drink for this one?
initially-
Like that's.
That initially was supposed to be 3 days.
What?
Because,
Yeah.
Yeah, because
It's a
we
3-day
were gonna bike from Toronto to Barrie.
Yeah.
Barrie to Midland, or what was that? What's up there?
Aurelia?
Aurelia. Yep.
And then
Okay.
Aurelia to Midland, Midland to somewhere else, and then back to Barrie. That's gonna be 3 days.
Usually-
And then bike from Barrie back home.
Usually that's a 3 or 4 day trip when you
Yes.
start from Toronto
Yes.
and you do around that. Because
Yeah.
part of it is you're going to do a 400 kilometer day if you're tackling it all at once, right?
Okay.
Now, and this is where I, two different types of riding. Is riding 400 kilometers in a day, well, is it mathematically possible? Stay tuned. But
Yes.
is it
Yes, it
riding
is.
400
We
kilometers
know
in a
people
day,
who's done it.
is that fun?
No, not if you have to do it again.
Is that a fun trip?
I mean, it can be.
I don't know if that's a fun trip.
It's not for everyone, right?
Yeah.
Like you have to be. Let's not say conditioned for it.
I'm
but-
not conditioned for it.
So not conditioned, but you have
I'm
to
fat
have the
as
sheer
fuck.
the sheer will to do it. And for those people who've never even gotten close, that's like mind blowing. Like, don't get me wrong. Last year, let's call it 2 years ago.
Mhm.
Last year when you told us that we'd make multiple trips to Niagara
It's
on a bike,
stupid.
I would have told you to f.
Right.
No way. No
Right.
way in hell. I'll see you.
I would have
in
just
the parking lot.
done it.
You know but you know what I'm saying? We never had that mentality until
You did it.
we did it.
Yeah.
And then when we did it, we're like, oh, I'm going back.
Right.
Oh, you know what? You didn't come? Oh, you,
Right. All right.
We're
Now
gonna
we
go
all gotta
again.
go again.
Thank you, yeah.
We all gotta
We'll
go
bring
again
everybody
to
the
bring
next
you.
time.
We
Yeah.
gotta.
You know?
Yeah.
But-
Dude, I want to bring a bunch of people to Niagara this year.
Oh yeah.
But it was so much
like
fun.
if you
It's
guys are
like-
watching
it's
this
a-
and listening,
Yeah.
I want to fucking take you guys to Niagara. It's such a fun ride.
Yeah.
And I want you guys to suffer the same hill that I suffered 3 times on.
Legit, it's a rite of
So
passage.
Yeah, that hill's a rite of passage, and North Service Road is another rite of passage.
Oh my God, North Service Road.
Oh man.
yeah,
There's no
that's
like.
sleeper. Oh god.
So hold on.
Wow.
I still can't wrap my
Hour and
my
a half.
mind around this. Is there actually no way past like around North Service Road?
The only other way is Ridge Road, which is at the top of the escarpment, which means that you, after you go through Hamilton Beach, you climb the escarpment there, and that hill is very similar to the one in Niagara. But then you would get that escarpment climb out of the way early.
Is it short? Is it the same length as the one in Niagara, or
Pause.
Longer.
Pause.
okay?
So legit, if you follow like per Google Map or per usually the navigation maps, you actually diverge from North Service Road going south into the Resis.
Yes.
Correct.
And you avoid that really massive bumpy section.
Correct.
That my first time I didn't know that you could avoid.
Yes.
The one that we went on,
we missed it.
Yeah.
We missed
we
it.
missed the bumpy ride.
Yeah, we missed
Good.
the bumpy section.
So-
because we were going through the Resis.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So before, if you don't know any better, you would just take North Service Road because it's one straight shot. But in reality, it's
You
like
are actually
that-
supposed to leave it
Yeah,
for a
you're
bit.
supposed to leave, go
Yeah.
through the residential area because there's no
And
real-
also, that hill in particular, the first 2 times I did Niagara, I didn't hit that hill. The first 2 times.
Oh, okay.
Because I went through Welland Canal.
Oh, okay.
And when you go up on Welland Canal, and then you kind of cross to Niagara City from there, yeah, you're not hitting that stupid hill. You're also not going to Niagara on the lake. I know that the classic route is to stick to the lake all the way around and then up the river and power plant and all that. That's a classic route. But if the goal is Niagara Falls, then yeah, you can just kick up at Welland Canal. Once you cross that bridge over the canal, and you can go straight up from there.
So I think I want to
and
do
that's
that
a
this year.
smoother ride. That's a much smoother trip up.
So let's do that this year then. Like, let's take a bunch of people, and
we know the smooth right now for sure.
yeah,
That is the smoother one for sure. Because the first time I did it, I went up the canal on the other side, and the Thorold Tunnel was under construction, and so I had to go back down the canal, cross it, and then
So,
go
like-
back up the canal again.
So, in theory, if we were to loop it, what would be the more fun ride to loop? Like from Toronto
To find
to Niagara
and back.
and then back to Toronto.
Okay.
Well,
so
the way I'm talking about would make the most sense because it's the shorter distance.
So you go through Welland
Mm-hmm.
and then back the same way?
This
it
is
wouldn't
shorter
have
distance.
to be the same way necessarily. Sorry to cut you
Yeah.
off, but like now that the Thorold Tunnel is open, but I'll tell you this: it's freaky as hell. Going down like a,
Yeah.
it's like a single path. You're supposed to walk, but no one walks. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So you bomb down because you're going downhill into the tunnel,
Yeah.
and you climb out of it like
Yeah.
you're bombing out of that place. And then there's a steep climb, so it's not again. No one loves it, but it's a
It-
challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it is different than that hill
Oh.
up to the statue.
And then you could theoretically, on the way back, take Welland Canal, take
Right.
the scenic route all the way back across the lakeshore, through the Resis, and then more or less the same way they came, except that you're not taking the Welland Canal twice.
Or you could even take Ridge, because you're at where Ridge would spit you out when you're at the Thorold Tunnel. So you could take Ridge across from there at the top end of the escarpment. And that takes you pretty much to Devil's Punch Bowl, and then down Confed right to the Hamilton
Dude,
Beach.
there's so many places I want to hit up this year. Like, there's just not enough days in the summer.
Which
But
is the other tricky
there
part,
is
yeah.
for me now. So,
I
you know,
guess
more
technically
weekday
I can
rides
allow
coming.
this too, yeah. I guess
More
technically I
weekday
can say so.
rides coming. But yeah, man, like I really want to take like that. That's one of the missions. Is whenever we would go to Niagara, we would only have like 5 people tops. You know what I mean?
You want to bring a full 15?
I want to bring a bunch of people, and just fucking go.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
You know what I mean? Like, I think it would just be such a fun and cool experience to bring,
Like
like
a
to
pack of
go
people.
there. With, yeah,
So, yeah,
just
I
like,
like that.
wild dogs, just
Yeah,
right there.
I love that idea. I love that idea. I love the idea of pre-planning it long
Yeah.
enough in advance to like get a big group.
Yeah,
And
and then
be
go down.
aware of weather.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, I love that idea.
'Cause, like, imagine like a pack of 15 to 20 cyclists just going down What's that strip in Niagara downhill?
Clifton Hill.
Clifton Hill. Just imagine.
No, but you're going straight into tourist first.
But you know what I'm saying, though? Like, imagine, like, 20 people just going down Clifton Hill.
Clifton Hill. Right in the
Bro,
river.
savages.
Some ice cream first.
Oh, man. By that point in the ride, you're at, like, what, 160 kilometers to go down Clifton Hill to the falls?
So how big is this loop we're talking about, though?
300K.
The whole loop would
Get there
be
and then to come back.
about
360.
3, yeah.
300, well, 3.
320.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ish.
About 3.
Yeah.
So-
That'll be my biggest ride.
Which, again,
Everyone's biggest. Ride.
Everyone's biggest ride.
yeah. Which, again, I mean, 300K a day, I think that's probably the limit to what I would find
Comfortable?
fun.
Okay.
Because I
Until
think beyond
you've
that-
done it, and then you're like, I think I can do another 80.
Right, let me just do another 80 for funsies. For funsies.
Yeah, it's just another 2 hours.
80.
Wouldn't it be right?
Let me kick the engine on.
I won't be talking to you guys no more.
We already lost one. We already lost
I'll
one.
keep it with you guys, but I'm not talking to them no more. I'm gonna reserve this energy
Yeah,
that
man.
comes out my mouth.
We already lost one. Yeah, you gotta save that energy for the 400-kilometer ride.
Yes. Yeah.
But, like,
Oh, there.
well, I
400 in
mean,
a day, like 400 in a
it's
day.
possible.
I think, okay, a good idea for somebody to invite here, or invite to the conversation, is one of these crazy suckers that have done it,
yes.
right? Because I'd like to know a little more about what their experience was. Because I worry about, for like 10, 11 hours, no, even more than that.
More.
So about 15 hours at a steady 25 to 30.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
25
that's like
to
you get
30.
on the bike at 25K.
like,
Running start.
Seriously, like, and that's the average. So you mean you gotta be peaking at some godly amount? Like, no one
Right.
wants to do this.
and for like all day, not all day the way we talk about it. Like, all right, I'll be home by dinner.
All
That's
day.
gonna be 20 hours.
All day.
Someone's gonna have to figure out how to urinate on the bike
Right.
while riding
Sun ain't up when you left.
at 25K.
Sun ain't up when you're back.
Well,
All day.
That last one we did to Niagara, right? That last one we did to Niagara, that was our fastest to Niagara.
Oh yeah,
That was like 7 hours.
and that was with like an accident
And mechanical.
and a mechanical failure.
And we were still there like
just- yeah.
early.
That was
You
with
know.
all the shit, and it was still quick. That was a quick one.
Technically, we didn't make it 100% of the way.
Technically.
Technically.
Go on.
No, well, we got to the top
Go
of that
on.
hill.
We did.
We didn't get to the falls.
Oh,
I guess.
You know what I mean?
Only
Like,
Mandy made
we
it to
went
the falls.
all the way there.
Yeah.
you're like less than a
Didn't
kilometer
quite
away.
see the water. You know what I'm saying? So that's a redo in my opinion. You
It's
know?
That
gonna
doesn't
be
count.
a redo.
It doesn't
Okay.
count.
99% is not 100.
All right, so
In
then,
the video.
if that didn't count,
That didn't count.
why don't we start off with that this year?
Oh, I'm gonna get another drink.
The big loop.
Hey, grab me that too.
Which,
Yeah.
the
No,
loop,
just to Niagara.
And then what?
Good.
No, just get there.
And
Right,
then
because
find your own
Ian-
way home kind of thing?
Ian's saying that it didn't count. We got to, let's say we got to Niagara, 5 o'clock. We did get there at 5 o'clock, and we spent about an hour and a half trying to fix that fucking bike, and it did not work.
Yep.
Barely made the train.
Barely made the train. Well, we had enough for some subs, so technically we went to Niagara Falls for Mr. Sub. So, you know, I'm not proud of that. For sure, I'm not proud of that, but I can definitely agree that it doesn't count. So why don't we start off with it this year? Who wants to join, guys?
Oh, you guys are nuts.
Why?
Oh, man. I like the idea of starting with it.
Yeah.
That ride counts, man.
I mean,
It's over. It's a century. It's over.
it was
Yeah.
over a century.
Right.
Yeah, that's gotta count.
But I don't know.
Okay. Counts for me because I rode from home to meet y'all. So,
Oh, the kilometers count.
The kilometers count.
Kilometers count.
It's on Strava.
yeah.
You know?
Strava says
It's on
that I rode to
Strava.
Niagara.
But is it a legit like Niagara
Okay.
Falls?
Niagara Falls. We didn't specify Niagara Falls City
No, we gotta see the falls, man.
We
The
didn't
actual
specify
falls. We got to the area, the general area,
But
but
we're in Niagara
We could
Falls.
smell the falls.
we can smell the falls. But on the
I
real,
can smell the Americans.
Right.
Like they're there.
Right.
But there are a few people that we have to bring back to make that ride happen. Because as far as I know, they didn't make that trip.
Yes.
So
and haven't
okay.
done it again.
So
So
you're
we gotta-
saying that we have to round up the people that are right now
That were supposed to be
celebrating
there.
Yes.
that they've made it.
Yes.
The ones that are celebrating,
And the
yes,
ones
I
that
did
were
my-
supposed to make it but didn't.
Yes.
We're gonna knock on the door. Hey guys, that thing
We're
you're
here.
celebrating,
We're gonna
Didn't
do it
count.
again.
it ain't legit.
One more again. Nah, man.
One more game.
No, because you know there
One
was because there were a few people that
Yeah.
for unfortunate reasons
Right.
couldn't finish the trip, and I
Yeah.
think we owe it to them to do it again.
As in, runner in the bike lane.
Yes.
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 So we're gonna skip that.
And we're gonna keep the same pacing.
I don't know about that.
No,
But at
we're gonna-
least
no,
if
no,
we
no.
talk about the first ride for the group.
We're gonna
we
keep
never know.
we're gonna keep the same pacing. Because the people that were riding with us were able to keep up. And
We're
we
talking
weren't
about
we
months
weren't
later
we
We'll
weren't
see.
going that fast either.
for sure. And
We
might
were
have a different
averaging
route.
27.
We might have a different route.
we were.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
No, it has to be the same route.
I'm just saying because we've talked about what would be the more comfortable route. You know what I'm saying?
If the goal is Niagara Falls,
Yes.
we taking the easy route
You know what I'm saying?
Why?
because, like, what was the? Is the goal to
But
do?
that part of that climb is part of it.
Wait until you see the climb on the Welland Canal. Because
Yeah, but that's like right there. Like
it's a,
you know what I
'cause
mean?
It's like
it's
a.
right there. Like
You're saying that that's like the end of the. That's like the.
like that final
Exclamation point.
final climb after you've done 140,
Yeah.
that's the exclamation right there. And then you kind of coast towards the falls.
You
Coast,
still
putting it
gotta-
lightly.
You still got to get out of that to get back to the GO station.
Well, yeah,
But
that's like actually no that block that you have
Yeah.
to climb to get back up to the GO station is
pretty
bullshit.
serious. It's pretty serious.
It's like a 20% grade.
Yeah,
Who does that?
pretty serious.
Who lives there?
Yeah, exactly. So
No
I mean,
wonder those houses are abandoned.
Okay, I am a fan of the hey guys, that
Y'all
thing
gotta
that you're
go.
celebrating
Y'all gotta go.
didn't mean shit. Look, we're gonna
Hey,
do it again. We're gonna
I'm
do it
part of
properly.
that. I'm part of that. I agree with it. Didn't mean shit.
99% ain't 100%.
You still suck.
Right.
Emotional damage. I mean, I agree, man. Dude, I agree.
I think it'd make for funny TV. You tell a bunch of people, hey man, that thing you did, that ain't it.
Oh, we'll make a skit of it.
So let's-
I will find everyone's address, go show up in my kit, and be like, hey, we got to go back.
yeah, man, you gotta go back.
Get on your bike. We got to go back.
Technicality, they looked at the VAR. It didn't come together, man. It just didn't work. So we got to do it again.
We didn't make it. That 1% didn't count. It was a big 1%.
Yeah.
You
So
know?
do we? Okay. Niagara season starter. Right.
And then a double cent in May.
Double cent in May.
Bike packing to PEC.
Is double cent in May a group ride? Or is it like a come if you want ride?
Come if you want.
Yeah.
You don't have to go the full 200. If you want to do like 50, 60, 100,
Come if
I
you
don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Come if you want. Come as
Double
far
cent
as you
in
want to
May.
go.
Okay. PEC.
Just know that if you come up to 100 and you're biking home, you're going to end up having to do 2, so just come out. Unless you take the train. So, come if you want.
Double cent. I'm
Come
going
if
to
you-
draw this map for the double cent.
Okay.
I'll draw the map.
He'll draw a bailout.
I'll provide options.
This is where you can stop
Right.
and make your way back.
Exactly.
This is the point of no return.
Yeah, I'll provide options. I'll draw the map for the double cent.
Well, to Niagara, the point of no return is Burlington, right?
Yeah, once you pass the Hamilton beach, you're
kinda fucked.
You're pretty much in. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then we have PEC, June likely.
My birthday? It's a Saturday. If I'm off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's like a tight kind of turnaround from a double cent to PEC.
There's no way he's going to be offered that.
Why not?
Unless if you're working and you work
I'm off
weekends?
every other weekend.
Ooh.
So
See?
So then plan that around that, fine.
Yeah.
It's a gamble.
Gang.
Yeah.
So okay, and then the Simcoe loop that we didn't actually nail last time. That's still on the list. Niagara. New York.
Possibly.
For me, New York is still on the list.
If it's still on the list for you, I'm down.
For this year?
Yeah,
If it's still on the list for you, I'm down.
10 riding days.
But I also want to go to do that supported ride to Montreal.
So okay.
That's a charity ride, so I'd have to raise money.
Do you want company for that?
Yes, no, don't care. You guys are more than welcome to come.
Okay.
You guys can join.
Because then what it's sounding like is that we've kind of pretty close to planned out our
Entire
Our
summer.
season.
And then some.
Right, in the third week of January.
And by the way, if you guys are listening to this and shit, and you're like, "Yeah, I don't want to join these guys," there's gonna be plenty of smaller rides,
doing locals too.
plenty of local rides
Yeah.
in between.
And also,
Midweek.
we're kind of fun people to hang out with too. I mean, it's we're gonna be riding bikes a lot, but we're also kind of cool to hang out with.
Yeah, I'd say
I think.
so.
My mom says so.
And you guys get cool pictures.
No, my mom doesn't
You
say
know.
so.
You guys get some dope footage, some dope
Yeah.
photos. So you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
And that's another thing too. There's gonna be a lot of photos, bro. There's gonna be
Yeah.
a lot more photos and videos this summer.
I don't know how you do it, man. You're the one going back. and
For
forth.
free.
You're doubling up your fucking
I guess.
your K's
I guess.
by doing that. Even stopping, I don't know how you do it.
Yeah, I
You're on a
hated it
roll.
in Taunton.
You're on a roll, and you gotta stop to take these amazing.
I hated it in
Yeah.
Taunton. It was.
I mean, we appreciate your efforts.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
But you're stupid.
damn.
I am stupid for doing that, but it's fun for me. It's
Absolutely.
Yeah, you're having a good time up there.
like, dude,
Finished product is amazing.
what
Yeah.
other club does that?
So have you had any have you gotten any feedback about that part specifically? Like whenever you've taken pictures of everybody and they
People love
post it, and then they get all the love, and hopefully they shouted you out.
Yeah, everyone shouts me out.
And so it's working. Like the
Yeah.
machine is working.
yeah,
That's good.
yeah. So it's fun. At the end of the day, too, it's like, even if they don't, I'm getting better with doing it. So
Yeah, and that's not the goal, but I'm just more looking at it from a market research part of view that
Yeah.
this is a attractive part of the club.
It is ego lifting for sure.
Hundo P.
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
all of these action shots on Instagram. And if people joined up for like these local rides and didn't necessarily want to do the longer rides, I'm saying we're fine with that.
that's cool.
And we are gonna attract some people that are coming for the shots.
And man, like, that's cool with me, man. Like, I love meeting new people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's fun. I love meeting new people. Like,
That's it.
So the thing for me is, it's crazy how well you get to know somebody when you're literally dripping sweat beside them.
Pause.
On a bicycle. On a bicycle.
It's not too comfortable there.
On a bicycle. Like,
On a bicycle.
it's
in tights.
crazy how, with no underwear on, it's crazy how
You know
well
what?
you get to know like people.
That's a good point because I honestly
know?
I was out there in my underwear with a bunch of strangers all summer.
Yeah.
That shit's kind of weird.
Yeah, we're riding commando.
And there's a
Like,
guy taking photos of us.
Right? All the angles.
all right, well, listen,
Every
guys.
angle.
But yeah, like it's dope. Even if it's local, it's like at the end of the day, you're still exercising, working up a sweat,
Because I think then,
right?
yeah, like at the summer for sure,
Yeah. We good? Yeah.
we will. We could put a bit more effort because we started it pretty late, right?
We did.
Like, we started it in August, I think. The local runs.
Yeah, like late July.
Late July is when we planned it, and then we did our first one like first week of August, I believe it was.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a definite winner to do like local rides of the familiar routes downtown,
Yeah.
and that's really for the New Year, New Me people.
Yeah.
And for the people that just want to get to know a bunch of other people and
Yeah,
ride
and listen,
after
man,
work and stuff. It's
I'm
like-
joking around. Bring your super
Yeah.
cycle, bring your rallies.
Yeah, we're
Like,
okay
this
with
guy
that.
rides around with a bike from the '80s, bro. Like, if you look up the company, that makes his bike, they're making appliances right now. Like, they're literally making dishwashers, fridges, stoves. I tagged them in a post and they liked it, and I clicked. I'm like, who the fuck are these people?
Yeah, no, that's different. Yeah, so
Like, are these the same brand?
the Ellie is hey, and I'm gonna stick to classics because that's my whole shtick. And this year I'm gonna
Dude,
also
what about
get,
that classic Bianchi that I showed you?
Oh, that was a good
Steel
one.
frame.
That was a good one. That was
Tiffany
a good one.
blue.
That was a good one.
I kind of want it,
That was a good one.
but like, I don't want to have a steel bike. It's heavy.
Yeah, see, leave that to me.
Dude, get it, bro. It looks so sexy.
Yeah, that was a good looking one.
It's a good one.
Yeah, I'm thinking of getting like an old school kit and everything too.
Hey.
Right, so I'm
Ooh,
going
okay.
full. Right, so it'll be it'll be a fun year if we add in a little bit more of those local rides and more events around riding.
Yeah.
Is it all bikes? I don't think it is. I think it's more of like community,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I'm down for that. I like
Because we're
community
here
riding.
sitting
like-
talking without bikes, right?
Exactly.
And so
And again, I want like that ride we did with LabX, former known as
Yeah.
Toronto Sports Performance. Like, I feel like that was a good, like, little thing. You know, get together with like
That was a good one.
physiotherapists and like just show you guys like proper stretches, warm ups, whatever,
yeah,
and just get to know those types of things.
yeah.
And you know, ride to a place where we can actually go swim.
Yeah, we discussed this. Yeah, that was a good one.
You know, think like speaking nomadic, bro. Like, I want to enjoy the places that we're in. Like, if we're gonna go to a lake, why are we not swimming in it?
And this is why I don't want to do 400 kilometers in a day.
Well, yeah, like that's a different story, right? But like, you know what I mean?
Packing day.
Yeah, that's
A
that's
bike
good
packing
one.
day. Like, you know what I mean? Though, like, if we're going to a lake,
Yep.
a clean lake,
Then why not hop in?
yeah.
Just so I'm clear, we're not jumping into Niagara Falls.
If
Not a
you
clean
want,
lake.
If
Definitely
you
not a
want.
clean lake. I would not categorize that as a clean lake.
Yeah, but yeah, you know what I mean though. Like, if we are riding to these places, and
You got to enjoy it too.
I wanna enjoy and explore these places.
Mhm.
You know, like that's why going to London, spending a day in London after we've ridden there,
Mhm.
and then chilling with the Orange Cycling Club,
Yep.
Orange Wheel
yeah.
Cycling Club, that would be dope. You know, seeing what they're about.
Are we staying there for the night, or
Yeah.
are we biking back?
Yeah.
No, staying there tonight.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Because the plan is it's been reversed, right? So we would take the train there because there's a train there now.
Yeah.
So we take the train there, chill, ride their little 30K, 50K, whatever it is, and then chill with them the whole day, and then the next day ride the 200K home. Because it's more fun, apparently.
Yeah, when you're with the
Apparently.
wind and against the escarpment. So yeah, it's better.
When you say better, is it like Guelph better?
Well,
Highway 2 better.
Highway 2 better.
Never ridden Highway 2.
Kingston Road. Kingston Road.
Yeah,
Kingston Road, okay.
Yeah, Kingston Road better. Not easy. I didn't say easy. It's
But
better
better.
than riding into the wind up the escarpment.
True. Okay.
Right? But then, like, we're talking about 200 odd kilometers. I mean, what is it really, right? But
Yeah. Okay.
it is
Yeah,
it is
man.
a easier ride to wrap your head around and to plan for when you're coming east, sorry,
Yeah.
from west.
Okay. I like it. I like this idea,
Yeah.
you know. And unfortunately, man, like for some reason Instagram won't let me see the previous questions that was
I didn't see any either. I
no,
saw
no, like the answers.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't see any. I saw
Like-
yours.
So, yeah, I wrote poop
Yep.
because I wanted to see if I could see it.
So I saw your poop.
So like
Yeah.
no, so if you go to archives, right?
Yeah. Or even in the
And then the previous one, like this one,
yeah.
I click it, but there's no little people down here that normally you can see.
Yeah, so I saw the people.
Like for November 30th?
Yeah, I saw the people, but I didn't see answers.
Like no, like so you know how it says this one? Like the one I just posted today?
Yeah.
You see
And
the
then you see
people?
that. Yeah. So I
there's
saw
no-
that on the archive one.
But there's no people?
And then I
There's
didn't
no-
see
There's no responses?
I couldn't click it.
What?
Yeah, I know.
So Instagram's acting a little strange for some reason. So next episode, we do plan on making this more consistent and actually having these guys on camera or either one of these guys and have more guests on.
Special guest.
Special
Yeah.
guest.
Yeah.
If you don't want to see any one of us, and just it's
Yeah.
fine. I understand.
That's cool. I get it. I'll be behind camera like usual.
That's cool.
Fine. I'll be that guy. But no, we're definitely gonna have more consistency with this. I think that
Yeah.
this holiday season's over. Everyone's kind of back to normal-ish.
My goal is
schedule.
to chop it up into smaller bits, smaller.
That's supposed to be
Instagram
my
bits.
job, but yeah, I can
So-
do that too with this.
And then we're also putting it up on YouTube.
Yeah, it's
we'll do
already up
that.
on YouTube.
And,
And yeah, follow us on YouTube and on Instagram.
yeah, I think the first question I want to ask,
Yeah,
if we're asking at the tail end of this, is what are we called?
I have no idea.
So there you go. What are we called?
What do we
Twitter.
call ourselves for this podcast? What is this called?
Name suggestions.
Yes. Give us some cool name suggestions.
And Potty McPodcast will not be accepted, so don't bother.
Commando Riders.
Right?
The Commandos.
You're not helping us at all.
Power Bottoms also not an option.
Power Bottom's not an option. Dude, that was the other thing with kits, right? Like we were joking around on in the Go Train about kits, having matching kits
Yeah.
for the club.
For the club. We had a lot of ideas.
A
When
lot
we
of
thought,
wild ideas.
Yeah, it was when we thought the train was empty.
Dude,
It was not
our
empty.
car, so it was the bottom car. We're in the bottom level of the
Yeah,
car,
so
right?
there's double deckers for the
There's
Go train.
like
Yeah.
just us. There was just me, Paul, Ian, and Mike, right? Or so we thought. But down there, it was just us four. We didn't realize there were people upstairs.
Because when we left Union, I swear there was nobody up
There
there.
was nobody. So we were just like talking loudly and just like making jokes. And then when we get to, what was it, Aurora?
Aurora.
We get to Aurora, see everybody upstairs
Everybody's
just
getting
leaving.
out. Yeah.
We're just
And-
dying, bro.
The conversation wasn't necessarily nice conversation for someone to hear on their Saturday morning trip to Aurora.
Yeah,
Right.
not safe for work.
Yeah, not safe for work.
Very
Yeah,
NSFW.
it was not safe for work.
But
at
it was
all.
so funny. It's,
Yeah.
the power
And that was
bottom.
the start of the ride.
That was.
We started the
the
ride
same
after.
ride.
That's the same ride where that woman jumped in the way. And, right?
Nuh-uh.
That was a crazy ride. So
Yeah, we'll have to cover that in another video.
that's a whole other video.
Yeah.
That ride is a whole other video.
Actually, before we go, most favorite experience or ride last season? Paul, go ahead.
It's a tough answer. Because
Oh, he has so many.
that's a tough answer.
Either with a group or individually.
That's a tough answer.
Where do you rate your Montreal ride?
Come on, everyone wants to know.
The Montreal ride. Well, for me, that's like the Montreal ride is absolute first,
Okay.
and there are a pile of Nomad rides that are like right up there.
Okay.
And that's why it's such a hard decision because like there was
Yeah.
like that ride where it was legit a ridiculously fun time the entire time.
Yeah.
And then we got back pretty late. It was a long day, but like we were having fun with it. That was nice. I think Guelph was a memorable ride for me. So
Yeah.
I'm putting Guelph up there because Guelph was like a surprise to everybody that was there.
Yep.
Damn near killed all of us all together.
Yep.
So it was kind of like a team building. So that was pretty cool. There was the Niagara with the group, with the accident, with the mechanical failure, still making it, working through all of that. That was pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know. It was so many. One of the local ones that we did to Tommy Thompson and back, but the amount of people that we had and like
Yeah,
how
that was fun.
right.
That was
a
fun.
good sized group. It
I
was,
like that one.
and it was quick and it was easy. It was just fun and everybody's having a good time. So that was nice. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a hard question. I might have to come back to the next recording with an actual answer because that's
Alright.
like, yeah, the whole season was just so awesome.
Yeah. It
Right.
was. Ian, what about you?
Go that way.
Shit, alright, fine. Man, yeah. For me, definitely that Tommy Thompson one was pretty fun. Like everybody, there was so many people.
Yeah.
That was cool. I like the random airport ride because that was like very
that was out of the blue.
that was very last minute.
We
Literally
canceled the
9
group ride.
p.m. Yeah,
Whose
Because-
idea was that?
We had a
yeah.
group ride,
Ian.
and then we canceled the group ride.
Yeah.
And then on the Friday night is when, well, I think you guys probably were on first, but called me.
Well, no, he asked me because So Ian asked me since I canceled the ride. Like we canceled because due to weather,
There was
right?
high winds expected. Yeah.
So we canceled it, and then we wasn't expecting to do anything except just ride local. And then Ian asked, like, "Yo, I'm thinking about doing this loop to the airport." I'm like, "Okay, I'm down." Right? And just asked everybody, like, "Yo, who wants?" Just hopped on a video call.
We were on a video call because
And
by the
it-
time I got on it, it was you guys and Mike.
Yeah.
And yeah, we got on a video call.
And it was like meet up
made
at
the plan then.
what is it?
Eventually Humber.
No, we were supposed to meet up at
You guys were
the
supposed to meet up
treatment
for
plant.
sunrise.
Yeah, for sunrise.
I knew I wasn't gonna make it. So I was like, I knew I was not gonna make it, so
Mike
I said
made it
no.
to the waterfront station at sunrise. He had time to record the sunrise. We were all supposed to be there at that time.
They were supposed to meet him there.
That didn't happen.
Not at all.
Shout out to Mike.
Because he made it.
He made it. And he was probably the farthest one from the
From there.
spot.
And he made it first.
He went from downtown, from the CNE,
Yeah.
or downtown
Yeah.
to the water treatment plant.
Yeah.
And then we had to go back.
'Cause by the time I woke up, I already saw this happening on the group chat.
Oh shit!
No, 'cause I told him already, I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make the waterfront. But like,
Yeah, so
I'll
that
catch
was-
y'all
that's
when you're
a
coming
fun
up
ride.
this way. Yeah,
For
that
me,
was-
I
was
like
fun.
that because it's one of those spontaneous things.
It was so spontaneous, and it was just
Yeah, and it's just like, yo, come. And we,
shout out to iDog with the root.
yep, and we
Right.
got that cool picture with the airplane that everybody loves, dude. Everybody loves that
That's
photo.
a good pick, yeah.
Everybody loves it.
That
It's
boy
fucking
band pick, that
dope.
was a solid pick.
I don't even think people realize that it's fake.
Hey, it's real in our hearts.
The plane was
The
there.
plane was there.
Right.
It was just very small.
Right. It's real in our hearts, all right? It's just-
It was there. Like, we saw it. I just removed it and moved it.
just made it a little fatter, so.
But
Just ruined Christmas for him, man.
and Santa is not real.
I still love that photo.
Yeah.
Jason, what about you?
Oh man, I had so many rides.
Here, yo, come on. Here. Get on the mic here.
I had so many rides with this guy.
Sit here, sit. Sit.
I mean, are we talking about like nomad rides?
If you can swing that boom over.
No, we don't have to. It'll be in your face now.
No, it's
There you go. So, I mean, me and this guy, we did an Oshawa loop. That was a massive loop, right?
Let's go.
We took basically Kingston Road all the way out to Oshawa and then down to the
What
lake.
was that park again? It's a national park that we went to.
Darlington?
Thank you.
Yes, that
go
was.
through
And there was that
Darlington.
one road that we
Yeah.
friggin' loved. It was just like, oh my god, it's just us.
It's like Magic Road or something.
Oh my god, it's just us.
Awesome. Awesome.
That's how it was, man, for real. And then we had the Simcoe Trail Loop. That same day we finished the Simcoe Trail Loop, this man was like, our next loop is the Simcoe Trail Loop. I was like, we just did that. And he goes, no. We're going to do the lake this time. And I was
Oh.
like, whoa, that's 200K. Well, I don't know why you haven't brought it up yet because, we got to do it.
Dude, let's do it. I'm
Still
down.
gotta do it. That's a
We
good...
still have to get up there first. You know.
We'll get up there.
Don't worry about it.
We'll get up there.
Don't worry about it.
We'll get there.
The toe is right there.
Exactly. Don't worry about it.
The toe is right there, man.
We'll get there. Like that's always the thing is Ian, get over here, bro.
Yeah, let's
Get over
him
here.
on the camera.
Come.
Voice to man.
Take my spot. Take my spot.
Why take your spot? Why are you getting out of the camera now?
mic's right there.
I think my favorite ride with the team was Burlington. I think
That was a very nice ride.
that was
That was one of...
Which one?
Accident.
yeah.
That one.
That,
know who told
that-
about that?
that
Haley was like, you know what happened to Mark?
that didn't end well, but it was still my favorite ride.
I think he was gawking at girls.
Why'd I even bring this up?
Haley, you don't talk like that though. Okay, I'm just saying. It just
But that was my favorite ride. Obviously, meeting you guys all
Yeah.
led to so many other amazing rides, and I couldn't have pictured a better first ride with a group of people that I've never met before.
True.
You know what I mean? And what it led to was like more and more kilometers than I ever thought I would ever ride
True.
Right.
In
the
one season?
in one season.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just unlimited rides for us, and I'm really grateful that we got together. We were able to survive those rides, albeit not all together all the time, but
80%.
80% of the time, all of us made it.
Right. Yeah.
And it inspired. I think it didn't just inspire me, but it inspired others to
totally.
come join rides and to ride more. And I think that was the real key of the group, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there was an element of inspiring other people to get on the bike, because like that was the goal of me getting on Instagram in the first place with cycling, and then doing it now with a group, and actually showing that growth of, okay, I got on the bike, did some long rides, found some other crazy fuckers like me, and we were all doing the same shit and having fun doing it and like getting to know each other, and like the whole growth is also being put out there for people to see, and they're kind of resonating with that, right? So that's all in all why I love what we're doing here so much, because like we're not kind of just shooting the shit about it, we're actually kind of proving it.
Yeah.
That get on the bike, join a club, good things happen, right? I didn't know any of you guys last year at this time. Now look at us.
Crazy.
So
Yeah.
I mean,
Now I have all you guys in my fucking living
that's
room.
it, right?
Oh, you
Yep.
crazy fucks are in my living room, man.
That's it.
We here. We here.
Hey.
Yeah, I definitely broke out of my shell
Yeah?
because it's this guy, man.
Yeah,
it
because you're
was
such
just
a
me and him.
because you're such a shy person, man.
I don't know if I'm a shy person. I just don't like other people.
It's not shy, it's selectiveness.
Yeah, but definitely when that first ride, I think what was our first ride? That was Burlington. That was my first ride with.
Yeah,
With the group,
With us,
Yeah.
it was Burlington.
yeah.
But you didn't come back with us.
Because he had to go to work.
Oh,
I went to
so
work.
I'll have to go to work.
Yeah.
I went to work.
He was
yeah.
the reason
We
why
go
our
to the
rides people
Yeah.
started dropping
Yeah.
because we let people go to work
Yeah.
during the
Yeah.
ride.
The 80% rule. Yeah.
Like who
Yeah.
goes to work after a long ass
I
ride?
used you guys. I used
For the
you
draft.
company.
For the
Yeah, user draft. What the
Exactly.
fuck is that?
Yeah,
Hope you had a good day at work.
I did it. It sucked because we were moving.
That's too funny, man.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
All right. Well, what do you guys say? Wrap it up. We're about.
I don't know how much time we got left. Why don't we just finish this half hour? I was enjoying this, man.
He's enjoying being in front of the
We got
camera.
15 minutes. So
See?
fuck it. 15 minutes.
Yeah,
let's go.
15.
Fucking roll one.
All right.
All right, you two. What do you guys want to see out of the club? Like, what do you guys want to see the club kind of become or see us do?
Yakuya, what do you want?
I don't know. I'm kind of like just kind of chilling where it is right now because even just watching the first podcast, I was just so surprised because the content was just like, wow, why do they just keep talking? How do they do that? There's always something to talk about, They burned like 2 hours. And why am I getting up at 4:30 in the morning to watch these guys?
Why are you getting up further?
Because I was like,
That's how you want. That's that morning motivation, baby. Woo!
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's doing it because he's
Yeah.
a cyclist. That's a cyclist.
I got up. I was like, oh my god, I still got another hour and a half.
That's gonna be my
And
new
that's not cycling. That's watching the fucking podcast, man.
That's the new 2-hour riding motivation.
Yeah.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah,
Hey, hop on your trainer and watch the episodes.
That's it.
man.
That's not a bad pitch.
We'll just
Yeah.
add some riding montages and the new edits.
Yeah.
Bang.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's next season when we actually have the footage.
Right.
We do all that.
We're working on that part. Yeah.
So,
Oh man.
That's like I love where it's at right now, man. I don't intend on like expecting. I don't want to expect anything because everything is new every time.
yeah.
Tommy Thompson ride. A couple of them we went on.
Yeah, you did a few. Yeah.
And it's great because you call them recovery rides.
Yep. Right?
That's a friggin' lie.
Right?
Like you'll
Okay.
need recovery
Right.
after the.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah. Well, it's in the same way that he's lying to people about easy rides.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Expect that.
So
They are easy, guys.
I'll admit that I think calling it a recovery ride was my call. To call it a recovery ride because, we did a big thing on the weekend.
Sure.
So let's do a little thing.
Yeah.
And by little thing,
10 kilometers less.
that's all. And later at night.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Easy.
which, night rides.
Go on.
Ian and I were
Ooh,
talking
yes.
Go on.
Yes.
about this. So, riding in the summertime is fun, right?
Mhm.
Riding in the summertime at night when there's not a lot of people in cars,
Even better.
just on the road, and we can kind of just be.
Mm.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm talking like midnight going to Burlington.
Whew. I don't know,
Riding
man. We'll
on
see.
the lakeshore. I
Yeah,
feel
that's
like
all
would
right.
be
There's
fun.
lights.
Yeah,
There's
You got
lights.
lights.
Yeah.
and it's like there's a cool little spot with the rocks that you can just kind of sit on, like going towards Oakville.
hmm
You know,
Would you... The night ride to Burlington and back.
yeah. Well,
So-
it's gonna have to be.
Yeah. So to Burlington and back, 4 or 5-ish, 5 hours.
Yeah.
So rolling out at like 8,
PM?
and then you'd see like the sun go down while you're out there,
Yeah.
and then you wouldn't be back until like 1. And you
Yeah.
get some like night riding in, but you're riding out. You're calling it like a sundowner
Yeah.
kind of deal.
So the idea came from, doing a night ride or doing a graffiti ride tour in
Mhm.
the city. In the daytime, it's not as how can I say it?
That's what I was trying to sell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to sell the daytime
but
weather. Ugh.
yeah,
But-
but at least like I think graffiti alley at night, because most of them are lit,
Mhm.
is a nice thing to do at night. It's kind of a chill. You don't have to, it's not like a race ride.
Yeah, you're totally slowing down and taking pictures.
You
Yeah.
don't gotta avoid
So-
traffic as
Yeah.
much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, a graffiti tour at night with Photo Man.
That could be dope.
Could do it.
That could be dope.
You
That's
need
a
more
sellable
gear
thing.
for that?
No.
You have lights and stuff. You're pretty good.
How are you going to mount this on
No,
your
I'll buy
bike?
a flash.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'll buy a
Because
flash.
I think that's a sellable thing.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
That's a sellable thing. To
And
like,
just the
No.
city at night, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like riding out to Oakville
Yeah.
is good in the day because it's a little scenic, but the city at night, I think, is more scenic.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's a different type of scenery.
Right.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
because I guess,
Yeah.
and I don't know how we got onto the morning crew thing, right? 'Cause, like,
Yeah.
we are a morning crew. It might be because if generally long rides, you do have to leave in the morning to do it in the day. But yeah, I mean, I have no beef with night rides. It's actually, it is. You're right that it is something calming about even when I'm riding back home from someplace at
Mhm.
night.
It's relaxing.
This
There's
is
not
nice.
a lot of people. It's not super
Yeah.
busy.
And it's actually cooler,
Yep.
right?
Oh wow, yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, you could draw that up.
I mean, don't get me wrong. A lot of our long rides start in the morning when it's dark anyway.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
it's not as enjoyable as like going out when it's dark and gonna stay dark for the
Yeah.
majority of the ride. You know?
I do have spoke lights.
Ooh,
Ooh.
easy
Okay.
there, Night Rider.
Pause?
Isn't that Zwift?
That's what Swift is.
Isn't that Zwift?
But yeah, night rides would be something fun.
Not bad. Not
Yeah.
bad, man. Not bad.
Like, what's the highest part of the city where we can see the skyline?
There is a pretty good spot at like Dufferin and Davenport DuPont.
He's talking about Casa Loma.
Nope.
No, not that.
Further over.
Further over.
Yeah. It's a public school. In the backyard, they have the fence that's right up against.
I'm
well,
not allowed to
nothing.
go near public schools.
Pending case. Got it.
Hence Nomads.
Great. Pending
Got
case.
it. Got it. Got it.
That's yeah.
I'm
It's still in the
kidding,
courts. It's still in the courts.
But yeah, that would be dope just to see, like, go to the highest part of the city to look down.
Yeah.
You know, see all the lights and shit.
Or like even the Casa Loma parking lot, the
Yeah.
parking structure is
Yeah.
like
Can we climb it?
we can ride it.
No, but can we climb it? Like that
Climb the
shit.
castle?
Yeah.
The castle.
What?
Or like a school.
You're forgetting that we're riding bikes up there, right?
I'm still down to climb a building.
Jesus, B and E now.
What Where are you
That's
going?
a different club.
I'm not breaking in. I just want to like look up, sit on the rooftop, and just like look.
The Nomads
Okay,
scaling club.
bike and enter. Is
Bike and enter.
That's biking and entering.
Biking and entering.
No, it would be dope. You know, like some rooftop spots. You could look it up. You could find one.
That reminds me of a ride you did. Remember when we rode up to 19th line or something? Up north, and we could see the CN Tower.
oh my god, yeah, that's got to be like from Rouge Valley, parts of Rouge Valley, and some parts of like Vaughan.
Yeah, this is
You can
way
see,
north of
Like in the middle of the day, you
Elgin
can
Mills.
see the CN Tower.
You also
Cool.
go there at night.
I don't know if you could see it then.
Or you can see the lights.
Yeah, probably. You
Probably.
probably see the CN Tower lights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was pretty sick.
That was awesome, man. That was awesome.
Yeah, so
I mean,
like-
you get your best, like the best city line, or the best skyline views are obviously from Tommy Thompson Park.
or by Humber.
Well, by the Humber Bridge, yeah,
Yeah.
by the Humber Bay Bridge.
No, just that little like outpost kind of by Humber Bridge, like just past the bridge.
Yep,
There's
Marine
there's that, like,
Prairie.
yeah,
and then
yeah,
into
yeah.
the Humber Bay Shores area.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, that's pretty nice there too.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be kind of cool to set up like a barbecue on a night or something.
Hey, don't get me wrong, it's nice, but it's also nice for mosquitoes. That's probably why we don't go there at night.
So we need a bug spray sponsor.
Yeah, or some nets. Something.
The full.
Guys, what about the islands?
That would be the next best spot.
I'm an island boy.
Yeah.
Hey.
I mean, we're basically wearing nothing. We could
Exactly.
just head off to Hanlon's Point and just,
Yeah, man.
let it all hang.
Close enough.
There you go.
We didn't go to the islands this year.
No,
No,
I want to
no.
ride on the island. It's a short ride, but
Yeah,
I think it would be a fun.
the loop is 10K.
Yeah, it
the
would be
whole
a
island.
fun like
Yeah.
group ride, like during the week, midweek evening.
Yeah, the one that I drew up for the High Park, I was also trying to draw it up for the islands, but couldn't really put it together as to okay, get everybody across to the islands, do the ride, and then get everybody back. And that was going to take up like a lot of time, but why not, right?
Neighborhood nomad race in the in the islands, yo.
Crit race.
Oh,
that's the
That's where we
crit
do the
right
crit
there.
race training.
Yeah.
Crit loop.
We'll do the
Island?
training on the islands.
Island crit.
Full contact.
Are we?
Prison rules.
Prison rules.
Yeah, man.
Okay, that's a race I'm down for. Because I'm the only one on the steel bike.
He has a chain.
You're right.
Fuck.
And I got the chain, yeah.
I
so
get that GoPro stick and put it in
Yep.
your spokes, bro.
It's a steel bike. It'll roll right through it, man. It's like a speed bump.
Take you off your bike.
Going Mad Max over here.
Prison rules, man.
Oh, God.
Yo, island,
Prison rules.
island race would be nice.
I think
Prison rules island race.
that would be dope.
So we're gonna do the islands. We're gonna do Niagara. We're gonna do London. We're gonna do Montreal, New York.
Add it to the list.
We're gonna do what
Niagara
else?
Falls.
Niagara Falls, PC,
Yeah.
Bronzy Creek for camping.
All right.
So we're all quitting our jobs.
Summer's all wrapped up, boys.
We don't have shit else to do.
Yeah.
Boys of summer, bro. What do you mean? But yeah, man, camping. Camping is gonna be a done
Yeah.
deal.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll see you guys at the dry run.
Yo, you guys doubt the amount. Like, you guys think you're gonna be packing so much shit.
No, I think I tend to overpack, and I think
Well, that's why this is good because it's gonna show you don't need to.
Hey.
Paul's expecting glamping to happen.
We don't have to worry about this because Homeboy's got a trailer. You don't remember this?
No.
Like
So
I
here-
said, he's expecting to go glamping.
Here's the thing, right? The dry run. 2 pairs of underwear. Like literally 2. You don't need more. 2 pairs.
That's
An extra chamois. So you're not wearing the same like sweaty one that you've been wearing all day.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Okay?
Mhm.
Like 2 shirts or tank tops. Whatever's lighter.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Pause. I keep going.
Pair of slippers.
Already going on. Already
Pair
in.
of slippers.
Right
Check.
What? A small towel? A beach towel?
Okay.
Okay?
A beach towel.
I think we're gonna air out
a
actually.
short towel, whatever.
Yeah, okay.
Thin towel, whatever you
Whatever
want.
towel.
A rag. Get a rag.
Okay, this is one knapsack already.
Yes.
He called
Okay.
it.
No, this is a saddlebag.
What?
That's another
Like
acquisition.
a 20-liter saddlebag. You can fit that shit in.
A 20 liter.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you're
20
Get
liter.
a
you can fit.
one-man tent.
That's the
Okay.
other side of the saddlebag.
That you can fit that.
So are
in
we
your-
talking panniers?
Yes.
No,
yeah,
no, no,
this
no,
man's talking
We're
panniers.
not even
We're
one
talking about-
pannier yet.
no. I'm bringing a backpack.
Okay.
I'm putting
like
my-
a hockey
my tent-
backpack.
But the tall one.
Massive
I'm putting
hockey
my-
duffel bag.
I would put a tent in my backpack, like a one-man tent in my backpack.
But that's all that's going in there.
no, man.
Yo,
Trust
I
me,
gotta see this
I would be
unlimited
carrying-
backpack.
I would be carrying the most out
I
of
need
all
that
of you guys
backpack.
because I'm carrying camera gear.
Dude, that is insane. You could be carrying a backpack in
Yeah.
front, a backpack
No,
on the
trust me.
back.
Trust me, it's gonna work.
I'm likely the one bringing tools, so
Okay, that's fine. You can bring your tools.
We'll have to
whatever.
delegate that one. We'll have to
What if we
delegate.
have a spotter?
We could have a spotter.
They
Like
can
supporter?
carry a lot. Yeah, exactly. They can carry a lot of stuff. They can
Yeah, we
carry the
just fish
tools.
for gas,
They can carry the
tents.
tents.
We could do that if they're
You know,
down to
we
go
can
camping
even,
as
we can
well.
even pay them if we have to.
Yeah.
shout out to Decathlon. We're still looking for sponsorship.
But we can do that. That's
And
a future
Ford.
discussion.
Yeah.
That's the future
Still looking.
discussion. So subscribe to our OnlyFans so we can afford this shit.
Right. Hey, look, guys. To all of those subscribing to my OnlyFans already, the $3 a month
Already?
is not enough. Okay, $3 a month. I appreciate it, but it's not enough.
Oh man. But
You
yeah,
need to step up
that's-
your content then, bro.
That's a discussion for the near before summer starts.
Mm-hmm.
You know, having a spotter that can and is willing to camp as well.
I mean, it'd be cool if Nomads had a sponsor or sponsor a spot. Well, sponsors
Spotter.
cool, but also a spotter.
Yeah.
Just generally,
Yeah.
right? Like, anytime we're doing this crazy shit,
Yeah. Bring some sandwiches.
yeah, just drive for the
help.
day,
Yeah.
right?
Big help.
And carry some shit, whatever. If
Less
any of us
weight,
fall
yeah.
apart,
Yeah.
you can come and get us.
That or we just designate a domestique.
A what?
Yeah,
Someone
That sounds sexual.
Pardon? Pardonnez-moi?
someone designated on the team to carry our shit.
I mean,
Be the shortest straw.
Why are you pointing at me?
Because it's
yeah,
no
but-
problem.
yeah, right,
You're pointing at the cameraman?
Because it's,
I
just
mean,
need
I
to-
could.
Mister. It's just around the corner.
Yeah.
I can.
They're
Essentially,
usually
I
our
can do
strongest,
a lot.
one of our strongest riders too.
I can carry a bunch. I don't want to bring a backpack. I already do. So
Yeah, but you shouldn't have to do that though.
why not?
I don't know. Like you should be able to just kind of bring your own shit. Like I'm not carrying your shit, man.
Everybody, yeah. If you're coming
I'm
on a ride,
sleeping in my tent, therefore I will bring my own tent.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just bring a one-man tent. They're literally
Right.
like this big.
You still got that trailer, right?
I'm just checking.
This is for the dry run. I can bring a one-man tent. I don't mind
Okay.
doing that. I'll bring my backpack. That's cool.
I mean, if you're talking about PEC, right?
With PSC, we can have somebody like drive up there with our shit, fill up the
Exactly.
fridge,
Yeah.
bring a
Yeah.
tent or whatever you need, clothing, and so that we
We'll
Yeah.
bring it all up there.
The trailer definitely helps the cause.
Yeah.
100%. 100%.
So we will talk, but
We'll
definitely
circle back for sure.
we will do a dry run at Bronte Creek.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Isn't there a
And,
big pool in Bronte?
Something like that.
There's some
But,
water out there.
That wraps up the episode, guys. So thank you guys for coming. Thank you for watching and listening. And we'll catch you in the next episode. Peace.
Cheers, folks.